His voice is smooth like butter and laced with testosterone. You can't miss it.
It's because I should be going to bed in like 10 minutes, but I'm not.
He's too excited for Pokemon. Look at Gutsy. All right, so is it recording? Oh, hang on. You said 5 seconds. His payback for me saying 5 minutes in general chat.
Yeah, you lied to us.
You're a liar.
I did tell you all the cup types, though, about an hour before it was launched.
You are a liar. You just lie all the time.
That's correct. Nobody run Bastiodon. I'll be the only one to run it.
Bastiodon is meant.
Yeah, so AJ just...
Bastiodon.
Hey,
so I was going to catch you up conveniently at the same time that we start recording audio.
Cool.
Which should theoretically be any second now.
Wait, are we recording right now?
That's what we're trying to get to.
Are we...
That should sure.
I don't think the overlay is working right now.
Does PV Poke have the type yet for the Kingdom?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. We can run simulations. And I was looking at we were looking at the list for the top Pokemon and counters to the top Pokemon.
Hey, so I just ran a
here. Yeah. Go ahead.
And so Piloswine beats Bastiodon 1 shield each, but loses no shields.
Against who?
Piloswine against Bastiodon.
But what does Piloswine bring to this cup? I don't see it faring well because it also gets caught up in the Lucario power-up punches, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of ice typing in this cup at all, to be honest with you.
How about a Alolan Marowak?
Yeah, what steel type? What steel type isn't going to lose? What ice type is going to do well that steel wouldn't do better? There's no really bulky ice types that I can think of.
If we think Altaria is going to be good, then it counters Altaria and also kind of counters Bastiodon.
I think Altaria is going to be present in any cup where it's allowed, but I don't think that... I think finally we have found a cup where Altaria is not going to shine.
I don't think so. I think every single cup, you've noticed, every single cup, Azumarill is not going to do so well in this cup because there's so many poison types running around. Or we said, Altaria's not going to do so well because there's so many ice types running around. I think it's every single cup, the bulky S tier types are always going to do well. And so the cup, everything the meta revolves kind of.
So right now, the meta that I was looking at is Bastiodon for sure, with that Smackdown, Flamethrower. What's his third move? Stone Edge? Do you need a third rock move on him?
Yeah.
The classic moveset on him is Smackdown, Flamethrower, and Stone Edge. Yeah.
So that Stone Edge is going to be really nice against the ice types.
I don't know, Flash Cannon might be interesting, although just instead of Flamethrower maybe, but I just don't, I think Flamethrower is going to be really good.
No, I think you want Flamethrower for the steel types, and especially for Lucario. Because if Lucario is like the main Bastiodon counter, and you still have Flamethrower to hit it back super effective, that's pretty good to have.
Bastiodon's going to be the cup Pokemon to beat.
I'm pulling up Game Press because I've done this in the previous 2 cups, where you look up, you want to be looking up by moveset. So Razor Leaf and Counter seem to be like the top moves right now. Confusion is one of them up there if there's something weak to Confusion in the meta. Let's see, Counter of the steel types. It's only Lucario, right? That's the only guy that knows Counter.
So what I'm gonna do now is
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but Blaziken also gets it.
Blaziken is fired. Yeah, that's true. Will he be? He's not featured next month. It's Sceptile, and then next month is something else. So
He will not get Blast Burn in time for this.
yeah, so I would almost discount Blaziken, even though he's got Stone Age's legacy. It's going to be really fringe, and it's a bit of a bitch to get. Wait, Blaziken.
And Stone Edge is really.
Oh yeah, it does no. Yeah, it does no counter.
Stone Edge is really only going to help you against Altaria and
Yeah.
the ice types, but do you really? I mean, you have counter for the ice types anyway, so I don't really think you really need Stone Edge.
Still lose
Yeah.
really hard to Altaria.
Yeah, and you still lose really hard to Altaria, so.
And
I don't
good luck
even-
Yeah.
finding a Stone Edge Blaziken.
Exactly.
Does Blaziken beat Bastiodon though, with its weakness? Because I know Bastiodon is double weak to it beats
probably
Bastiodon.
will.
Because I know Bastiodon is double weak
Yeah,
to fighting, but
because
Blaziken takes
because
super effective
fighting-
damage back.
No,
it's
it
neutral.
doesn't.
Because with his fighting
Oh.
type, he'll only take neutral damage to stone, or rock. So
Blaziken loses the no shield, but with any shields, Blaziken wins.
oh, really?
Interesting. And Lucario wins like hands down, no matter what shield situation against Bastiodon.
God damn it! I don't have a Lucario. This is gonna suck.
Let me just take a look at that.
You don't have
Kakuna here.
Bastiodon or Lucario.
Yeah, Lucario wins no matter what.
The
I
problem
think
with
you'll see
Blaziken
Blaziken as a
is that Focus Blast and Overheat are its charge moves are so slow.
That is true.
Yeah.
It is very costly.
And I don't think Blaziken is bulky enough to be able to use such high energy moves.
That's a very valid point.
I think you'll
I just ran
probably
a
see
sim on-
Blaziken as a budget Lucario in some places.
Really.
Well,
Blaziken, kind of like Charizard as a budget. He's not really budget anything, but okay. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, some people, you either have Lucario or you don't.
It's
Blaziken can
yeah.
get the job against Bastiodon if it has to.
Yeah. I just ran a sim. It really only needs a shield, right? Because otherwise, Stone Edge is enough to finish it off. But at least it basically has a charge move all ready to go. Whose dog is barking in the background? I'm gonna murder a dog soon.
What about Bronzong?
I will
Okay.
say, if you can get Bastiodon lock switched against Blaziken, it can build up some energy and then maybe get a Focus Blast off or something.
Well, you don't. Well, okay, for the next one, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd
Yeah.
rather lock switch against Lucario.
Yeah. If you have one. Jesus, I don't even have one yet.
Me neither.
You have a Riolu?
Nope. I haven't had one.
Best get trading, my friend.
So who had the point about Shelgon? Someone was making a good
Shogun?
case for Shelgon earlier. How does it simulate
Isn't he,
against
like
the?
high attack? His stats kind of favor attack, don't they? So he'd be a little bit on the.
He's more on the glass. You're saying?
Let's see.
Yeah.
His stats are 127 attack, 114 defense, 120 stamina.
And he's got Dragon Breath, but he's only got Dragon Pulse. It's kind of bullshit. Let's say Dragon Pulse and Flamethrower. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's actually Twister being the horrible trash can garbage in the trash can move that it is. It's showing as its favorite charge move on PV Poke.
What's that? Which one?
Twister and Flamethrower.
Yeah. Twister is what came up to me as well.
Yeah,
I'm more
that's-
curious
if you
about
have
Dragonair.
Altaria-
That's really
Dragonair
because
is
it's
over.
its move.
Yeah, Dragonair
also
also
has
has
much
Dragon
more
Breath.
potential.
Yeah,
But
It has
he's
the
also got
Aqua Tail
Aqua Tail.
spam.
Dragonair beats Metagross, Flygon, Magneton, Basti, Charizard, and Shelgon mainly.
It beats Bastiodon?
Yep.
It loses no shields.
It wins 11 HP, 1 shield.
Right, but it loses no shields. So it seems like there's a lot of things that
It
are
loses no shields
beating.
and it loses 2 shields too.
It seems like there's a lot of things that are able to beat Basti in one shield situation, but not none or vice versa.
That makes sense for
Yeah.
Basti.
It's got lows. Have you guys used Bastion yet?
No.
Yep. I have.
Yeah,
I have
so so in my experience anyway, he's very slow to charge, and his smackdown is really low, really slow in general. But it hits hard, and so you're almost forced to block a lot of what it's doing, and it can tank a lot of charge moves unless they're like the double super effective, a ground or fighting type. It can basically tank almost anything.
So Metagross right now has 9 wins. The most prominent one being Bat.
And I assume it takes neutral from Lucario, but how does it? Yes, everything that it would deal is resisted by Lucario, so I assume Lucario still wins that matchup.
It does have
just
Earthquake.
Shadow Ball.
Yeah, Metagross has Earthquake.
Yeah, Meteor Mash, Earthquake. Why would you go?
Oh man,
Doesn't
those
seem
are
like
some
Psychic would work.
heavy charge moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucario kills
or
with
Metagross
one
only
bomb.
wins that matchup if Lucario does not shield.
So looking at Bastiodon counters, it's looking like Lucario and Flygon, and actually a Alolan Doug trio are our top 3 counters against Bastiodon. Personally, I would never bring
I
Alolan
would definitely not
Doug
discount
trio.
something like Flygon if it can wall Bastiodon. I'm trying to. Ground is not resistant to fire though. It's only rock is resistant to fire, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dragon is resistant.
Correct.
To fire.
I remember it because
And ground resists rock.
Maybe Flygon's alright.
And ground resists rock.
Flygon beats Bastiodon, Melmetal, Steelix, any of the fire types.
Yeah.
with which
He's gonna be
moveset?
one of those.
Mudshot.
Is it Dragon Claw, Earthquake for his charge moves?
Yeah. I don't think you'd want on Stone Edge.
Yeah.
Why would you want Stone Edge though?
Why not? You have flying types paired with like
Okay, with
Altaria, for
Dragon,
example.
but then you would just use Dragon Claw for the Dragon types. Sorry, someone who said they had a quick question. We can come back to this.
Good point. Good point.
It's going to be weak to the fire types, but it does have confusion in Heavy Slam.
You're talking about
In the
Bronzong?
fighting types too.
Bronzong.
Bronzong. Yeah. Steel
I have
Psychic.
never played with one.
It has
Confusion.
8 wins.
Yeah.
It has
Against
confusion
Flygon.
heavy
Against-
slam, but its other charge moves are terrible.
Yeah.
Lucario.
Bronzong
Troll-
doesn't even beat
Psychic.
Lucario, I don't think.
Like this would be Lucario, I think.
I just don't see why you would use Bronzong over Metagross.
Yeah,
Dude,
Bronzong
those-
is really like. I mean, I think he'd have huge potential in like a psychic type. Psychic.
Bronzong has
Central.
better matchups versus the water types that might show up.
Yeah.
Bronzong does beat Dragonair, and he does beat Blaziken.
What about potential Garchomp?
I don't know, because PV Poke only shows Get Bite, it doesn't show Garchomp.
Typhlosion,
Pro
let's go with.
Pass is up there. Let me see Pro Pass.
Garchomp?
High bulk.
is good.
Garchomp. only has-
Garchomp is a little glassy here actually.
Is it one of those cases where like Shogun is the better option because it has lower attack over the
Okay, so
flying
I'm looking
salamander?
at Garchomp and its stats are pretty close to Flygon's. Like pretty Garchomp and Flygon.
Oh, Chomp. Yeah, well, he's like really, really high attack, so he's gonna be like really glassy, right? Isn't he Ground Dragon or something?
Yeah, he's got 135 attack, 99.8 defense, and 123 stamina.
Yeah, and it has Mudshot, Earthquake, Outrage, and Fire Blast. So I just think I'd rather run Flygon, because Flygon has, I think, Dragon Claw's better than Outrage for basically the same stats.
Actually, Garchomp even loses to Lucario.
You know what might be interesting here is Typhlosion because of the Shadow Claw fast move.
I said that before.
Have you?
Yeah,
Okay, I wasn't.
He just
doesn't win
barely
anything.
missed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wins against a bunch of fringe picks.
It does beat Steelix.
Would anything really resist a shell, like a Frostlass Shadow Ball?
I don't think so.
I think so. There's no normal types paired with Dragon,
No, there's no normal,
Fire,
Not yet.
Ice, or
There's
Steel.
not much dark, at least.
Right.
Yeah. Weavile and Sneasel, but that's it. I mean, they're
I
not gonna
would be
that
nervous about
useful
running
here.
Frozelass. I'd be nervous about running Frozelass in a cup where Steel and especially the Smackdown from Bastiodon's going to get it, or Flamethrower.
Yeah, I'm actually curious how a Frostlass does against Bastiodon. No shield.
Really
Get
This-
absolutely wrecked
Smackdown.
by Bastiodon.
Probably horribly, right? Because Smackdown is hitting super effective stab every single time.
Yeah.
Yep, and
absolutely destroyed.
Flamethrower is just going to nuke it because it's so fragile, even with Bastiodon's low
Yeah.
attack.
I guess I'm just thinking of like a. Well, here's the thing, right? Suppose you're up against Frostlass and you're Bastiodon, and you say, okay, well, I'm not going to shield. That way I get a shield advantage. Well, he can get 2 Shadow Balls in, leave him with 16 HP. So, I mean, like, that's not the worst imaginable, scenario for you, right? So, Shadow Ball just hits neutral really, really hard on Frostlass is what I'm trying to say.
I just think there's better options if you're gunning for.
For sure. For sure.
I think
Eh,
Frost will show up because of Lucario, and that's probably about it.
I mean, I think our key
Frostlass
meta picks
loses to
here.
Lucario with any shields.
Is there anything that takes out both Bastiodon and Lucario?
Take
Probably Flygon.
What and Lucario?
Bastiodon and Lucario.
Yeah, Flygon could probably do it.
Hmm.
Yeah, probably Flygon.
Flygon's
Probably
matchup against
Flygon?
Lucario is actually pretty bad.
Flygon loses badly to Lucario?
Not badly, but yeah, it does lose.
Okay. So is there anything that can take out both Bastiodon and Lucario? Or is it going to be a case of one of your picks in the 3 is Bastiodon, your second pick is Lucario, and then your third pick is just whatever?
Blaziken can do it.
Blaziken can beat both?
Yep. It's a tie with no shields, but otherwise it wins.
It's not it doesn't need Stone Edge, right? It just needs what is it? What charge move are you running on Blaziken for it?
It auto-selected Focus Blast.
Oh
but it
man.
doesn't even use it against Lucario.
So what does it use?
Mostly just counter. Just counter destroys
So
it.
just fast moves. Counter.
Blaziken
So
beats
what
Lucario in 7 counters.
Is Blaziken attack weighted?
Yeah, very attack weighted. Counter does 17 damage against Lucario.
Oh my god.
That's ridiculous.
Blaziken's attack is
Can someone post that simulation?
Yeah.
Is 1
It actually
Lucario's
doesn't
is
do
1.
that amazingly against Bastiodon, but with no shields, it definitely.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. 7 counters. What if
So
it
it's like
doesn't
the
even
ultimate.
block that?
So is Blaziken looking like a glass counter type pick? Or like a closer, like a hurry up counter, get your charge move off, and then you're dead kind of thing?
It does need a shield against Lucario to win, though. Because
Does it need a shield against Bastiodon to win?
Probably not. Well,
No,
I
it
don't
only
know.
wins the no shield against Bastiodon.
Oh, that's so weird. I don't like it.
Oh, sorry.
Awesome.
I was looking at that backwards. Blaziken beats Bastiodon with shields. It loses with no shields.
Is there any place for ice Pokemon in this cup, with Lucario and Bastiodon being the most oppressive Pokemon here? I'm not seeing any.
Celio ranks pretty well, but it's using Water Gun.
It's going for that neutral water gun damage.
Yeah,
Lapras, same thing. It's going for that neutral water damage with the water gun serve. But it's taking super effective damage from both Lucario and Bastiodon. How does it actually battle against Lucario and Bastiodon? How's that simulation?
Let's take a.
So Lapras is ranked pretty high.
Celio loses pretty hard to Bastiodon.
What about Lapras?
Yeah, I'm not shocked.
Yeah, it's a loss against Lucario too.
Yeah, because they're ranked based on how well they do against everything, right? Rather than like the meta.
Right.
Yeah.
They're ranked against Melmetal. We already decided was outclassed by Bastiodon.
Oh, really?
Because Thunderbolt doesn't really bring anything into this cup.
That's true.
And you're just going to get walled by Bastiodon. And you're also going to get caught up in the Lucario counters.
And Skarmory, is he totally out?
I'd say Skarmory's out with Bastiodon, again, just being so damn oppressive. And then Lucario taking neutral damage from him. I mean, he's got to wear him out with counter and the power-up punch.
Yeah, Lucario beats Skarmory with any shields.
Wow, exactly. Yes, the meta already is just so focused around Bastiodon and Lucario. So that's why I'm focused on trying to find something that beats both of them. So we've
rankings in PV Poke put Lucario and Bastiodon up there, and they're weighted towards being oppressive towards everything. So, yeah. I think I tend to agree.
Bastiodon resists fire.
What about Empoleon?
Empoleon?
Like
okay, I've tried to make Empoleon.
Lucario.
Say again?
It's weak to. Is it Lucario or Lucario? Because I've always thought it was Lucario, but somebody correct me now.
Lucario.
I have no idea.
Right. Okay.
I think it's Lucario.
It's Lucario.
You might actually be right for once.
The movies come in handy every once in a while. How does Kingdra do against Bastiodon and Lucario?
I think it loses to Bastiodon.
What about Water Gun? Even with Water Gun?
Lucario.
Yeah, I think the best it can do is tie. I think the best it is tie.
So on the list that can beat Bastiodon and Lucario right now, we have Blaziken, who doesn't even consistently get the job done. That's shield dependent.
Yeah, you know what can be both. Funny enough, is Monferno with Rock Smash.
Oh my god!
You've got to be kidding me!
Oh my god! What the hell? Rock Smash and low seat?
Smash
Rock.
It's poisoning it.
All right, I'm gonna have to stop somebody's great appreciation for this stuff right now.
Andrew, it's Andrew.
Monferno.
I'm gonna. Can we mute Andrew?
That was
There
easy.
we go.
All right, he gone. All right.
Oh, what?
Okay. Just to put a hamper on the Monferno, though, it does beat Lucario and Bastion, but like nothing else.
Yeah, but that's pretty good still, right?
I don't know if it's actually usable, but I'm just saying that is one thing that beats both.
It's very niche, so it's like a fringe niche pick. Like it only.
I imagine because Rock Smash is bad.
I just Ferner barely loses Lucario.
Is there anything else that can do it? So looking at Monferno, Blaziken, sometimes.
In there
with Rock Smash, that's just such a horrible fast move. I'm so surprised it gets the job done.
Well, Lucario isn't very defensive. It's always relied on steel resistances to field defense.
Right, it's Suedo bulk. It's always felt fragile for me, at least. Wow, Houndoom. Kicking Houndoom out of the meta right there.
I have one that ties or beats Lucario. Probably, I haven't run the sim, but it would make sense if it beats. Oh wait, hold on, never mind.
Yeah, nothing makes sense when you sim it against Bastiodon. That defense and a horrible, slow hitting, eroding smackdown is just cancer. Someone says, wait, Monferno doesn't beat Lucario at all. So somebody run that sim again. I'll run it myself.
When I ran it, Monferno barely lost. Close.
Monferno loses with no shields, but with any shields, Monferno wins.
So it's same as Blaziken kind of deal?
Pretty much. Blaziken does it better.
Dugtrio is winning against both.
Wait, hold on. Who said that? Dugtrio wins against both? Dugtrio. Like the worst Pokemon that I could possibly picture in my head than...
No. I just ran the sim up with Dugtrio, and Dugtrio isn't eligible. But when I was thinking about Alolan Dugtrio,
Dugtrio, right.
It doesn't win. It doesn't do it. So that's what I was about to say.
Not even Alolan, because Alolan is steel, so counter kills him.
Counter's
so
gonna,
go to the normal Dugtrio.
Normal Dugtrio isn't in the cup.
But normal Dugtrio doesn't qualify for the cup. Ground type isn't one of the eligible types.
Oh yeah, true. That's
85 stamp.
So let's see. Ice, Dragon, Fire, and Steel.
What about Macargo?
Oh, I use Macargo and Boulder, actually. I even double moved mine. That thing is just so slow. So slow. But then again, I used Ember. With Smackdown, it could pose...
What about Camerupt?
Oh, no. Get out of here with Camerupt.
Hey, Trio...
Dynafire.
Trio does a number against Bat.
Yeah, but
which Dugtrio? Alolan?
Like, how much of a number are we talking about? Like, enough of a number to come out with a positive matchup against Lucario? Like, if it somehow, like, if it's somehow trapped?
It's got Mudshot Mudbomb, dude.
It's got Mudshot what? What's its combo?
Mudshot, Mudbomb, Earthquake, if you want it. But it's also got a Stone Edge.
Mud Slap, not Mudbomb.
Oh, that's right. Oh, fuck, I keep looking at normal Dugtrio.
But if Bastiodon does use it's completely...
Yeah, Bastiodon gets annihilated by Alolan Dugtrio, but Lucario beats it pretty hard.
But can Alolan Dugtrio with an energy advantage coming off of Bastiodon? Like, does it have any room to farm Bastiodon, come off of Bastiodon, and then hit?
With at least 2/3 of its, or at least 1/3 of its health.
Yeah, you don't even have to.
It's actually more. Yeah, it gets an 800 with any 894.
So it's got like a very, very solid win with a double resistance against Bastiodon.
Yeah.
You would have to hit 2 charge moves instantaneously to not die to Lucario.
Okay, so that's how hard Lucario hits Alolan
To be
Dugtrio.
fair, Lucario versus Alolan Dugtrio 0-0. It's 9 HP left on Lucario.
I will do what queens do.
neither of them have any time to get off a charge move from scratch.
Right now.
Someone has Game of Thrones running in the background.
Yeah, Styles, that's you, bud.
Oh shit. Have a good night, guys.
Good night. What about Ninetales?
So again, back to the
itself?
question: what other Pokemon beat both the combination of Bastiodon and Lucario?
Empoleon, maybe. I don't know his name. The penguin.
No, Empoleon.
No,
Empoleon.
Lucario.
Empoleon's hindered by high cost charge moves and low energy production fast moves. Otherwise, its typing is amazing.
It's also weak to fighting.
It's weak to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, Metagross is like close-ish. Like Metagross beats Bastiodon and does like okay against Lucario.
I've heard that it does okay, no shields against Lucario.
Any shields and it gets annihilated. Yeah.
There's no ghost types eligible, right?
Frostlass.
Other than Frostlass. Yeah, other than
Alolan Marowak.
Frozless and Alolan Marowak, but again, they're both weak to rock.
Yes.
And Alolan Marowak can lose to Lucario pretty easily, depending on.
Oh, because of Shadow Ball, yeah.
Oh, dang it, Lucario!
Man,
this is already looking like a very non-balanced cup. It's looking like either like Bastiodon, Lucario, pick a third, ride or die.
Well,
it's
pretty early.
Lucario Blaziken.
Right. Again, that's our very, 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 very early analysis of the cup, but that's just what it looks like right now. And previously, Flygon beats both of them. Are you serious?
No, it does not beat Lucario. With any shields, Flygon loses against Lucario.
I can't imagine a Lucario not running Power Up.
But why would you not run Power Punch?
Right.
Power Punch is so broken, dude.
It's the main attraction of Lucario.
Yeah.
Well, and counter.
The best charge move and the best fast move in the game paired
And
together.
Shadow Ball, actually. I mean, Lucario has a really good moveset. It just has... It's a little glassy.
It's gonna hit you like a truck, though, if you burn both shields on it.
How is Red Steel doing? He got fighting moves, too.
Oh,
And
it's
it
so
only
slow,
costs
though.
10k dust if you get the charge move on Riolu. That's insane.
That's right.
Is Lucario like a lot less tanky than a Medi?
Oh yeah, significantly less tanky than a Medicham. Medicham is off the charts tank. I would put it.
Lucario has
like.
I just tuned in. I haven't even looked at Lucario's base stats yet, so I don't know.
Lucario has 91.5 defense and 109 stamina.
Yeah, that's super glassy.
Yeah.
That's the only thing keeping it alive is its steel typing, and then here.
I mean, that's pretty much like Magneton, though, right?
Oh my god.
Wait. You said Aggron beats Articuno? I'm bringing Agrons, dude. Aggron meta confirmed.
No, AJ, you missed. Camera Up also beats it.
No, dude. No. You said Aggron? I'm with you. 100% committed. I would 100% IV Aggron. Come at me, bro.
Dude,
I have a
Kingdra
shiny
ranked so
one right at
low?
1500.
Aggron's #1.
Kingdra is ranked so low because Dragon types in this cup I thought were going to be a little bit better than they actually are. But
I think any dragon type with ice, it was just always going to be hard. So many of the dragons have double ice weakness.
Yeah, and especially that steel typing resist dragon.
Yeah.
Altaria, even when it's caught in bad positions, Altaria can deal enough damage. How does Bastiodon's matchup against Altaria? Does Bastiodon come out with like stupid HP? Like I'm talking like 50% plus.
At least for once, it's
more than 50.
25, 231, 159.
It seems like none of the legacies except maybe Stone Age Blaziken are good.
Does anyone have that one? That was like the super short-lived legacy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the most rare legacies. And I don't see Stone Age. I don't see Stone Age being useful in this cup at all.
I'm just saying, like, as a fringe, it's not even like center. You know, like the previous cup had several, but I'm just like scrolling through the legacies.
Ice Beam Lapras.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, okay.
And Water Gun Kingdra.
Have you guys
really, is Water Gun the one that's useful in this one? Even though it has the dragon
Breath.
still?
Yeah, but Water Gun's legacy.
Oh. Yeah. You know, it also beats Altaria.
It's the double ice
Powder
one, right?
Snow, Abomasnow, right? So.
I'm not concerned about Altaria in this cup, though. I'm concerned about Bastiodon and Lucario. Those are the Pokemon that we need to try and figure out how to beat. Or it's going to be, or our format is going to be Bastiodon, Lucario, and then a random third, and it's just going to be a coin toss between our random third.
So I would say there's a slight danger if you focus too much on Bastion him, just because like at the local cups a lot of people won't have, although I guess if you just bring them you'll still win. Yeah, doesn't matter if they go off meta if you beat everything. Fuck
you
it.
Just go, you pillage and rape without any kind of consent.
Okay, relax.
So going back to what beats Bastiodon and Lucario, Alolan Marowak with Rock Smash and Bone Club, Kai's Bastiodon with one shield, but losing with none, and just beats Lucario because it kills it before it gets off a Shadow Ball. Against
Rock Smash? Really?
Yep. But for this cup, if you're going for Bastiodon,
right? And
if you're
I assume it beats Blaziken as well because of the double or immunity tier resistance, the double resistance to fighting, correct?
I'll check quick.
That's crazy that Rock Smash and Bone Club might end up being the meta pick. Those are both like just awful moves.
I know, and those are just those are the worst moves that I've ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't believe that is really our best resort right now.
If Blaziken had Stone Edge, it can beat Alolan Marowak with no shields, but otherwise it loses.
Yeah. One shield, it loses really hard, but otherwise it comes at 15 HP ahead.
Or can't still.
Dragonite's a really bad Altaria.
Dragonite? No.
Yeah, Dragonite's out. Altaria, I'm counting Altaria. I mean, like, it'll be in my 6 because it's awesome, but...
What about, does Flygon have a place in this meta?
Flygon's actually... Technically, Flygon is ranked number 7th, but again, then again, you have to take into consideration that Lapras, Cielo, and Walrein are 1st, 4th, and 5th. Yeah, and I'm going to count them as edged out by Lucario with Power Punch and Bastiodon with the Smackdown, hitting them all for super effective damage.
Yeah.
Flygon, though, I think stands a chance as a Dragon Pokemon. It's clearly, or just because of Mudshot and its insane energy gain paired with...
Dragon Claw.
Oh man, yeah, Dragon Claw, and then Stone Edge and Earthquake are looking about.
Wait, here's Stone Edge and Earthquake?
He can learn Stone Edge and Earthquake, yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't
ran a
realize he could be Edgequake.
Yeah, I ran a sim for Bastiodon 1 shield against everything else no shields, just to see what totally beats a Bastiodon, and there's only 4 things. It's Flygon, Gabite, Vibrava, and Steelix. Those are the only things that can beat.
Yeah, Vibrava.
They can beat Bastiodon, no shields, and Bastiodon shielding once. So
oh god.
There's not that much out there that can totally like
So it seems like you might probably gonna need like for sure Steelix or Flygon in your 6.
I'm gonna bring Steelix. Steelix is just
right. I'd be hesitant between. I'm not a fan of Steelix either. Oh shoot! But then the reason I like Flygon though is that the mud shots can at least hit for super effective damage on Lucario.
It still loses to Lucario, but yeah.
Yeah,
How
but
badly
you can lose to one of the two and be close, and it's still a very worthwhile add to the team. Because like if you're almost trading that one and winning the other, he's still a safe add to your 3.
Yeah,
and from Lucario, so the same sim, counter, power up punch, shadow ball. Lucario shielding once against everything else, no shields. There's only 2 things that beat it reliably. Torkoal and Castform Sunny version. Castform Sunny version is so close, you guys, that it's like it's stupid. So it's really only Torkoal that beats it, no shields.
But
where is Torkoal even?
Africa or Torkoal is actually pretty common.
No, it's not Africa. It's not Africa.
It's the Middle East, India kind of area.
He was at
Tropius.
He was at Chicago. Yeah, my apologies. Tropius is Africa, but Torkoal is actually pretty common. I have a bunch still from Chicago. He was at the last Go Fest.
I've never been to a Go Fest.
But again, he's just going to get smacked down by Bastiodon.
Yeah, he will. I'm just saying that those are the
Wait, how bad? Lucario should like wreck Basti, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even check the Sims yet, so.
It's a ×4 with fighting type against Steel Rock.
But is it like over 2/3 health left? Like, is it a pure farm situation?
Well, you can't farm too much because of
when it gets to farm is the power up punches. That's the thing about Lucario is you don't want to
that
farm.
almost is your farming is hitting those power punches and being stronger for the next matchup.
It doesn't get off more than 1 power up punch most of the time.
Lucario's like
that fast.
Lucario's look like a really strong lead, especially if you want to burn like shields on him with the power up punches. Because I would not run. I would certainly not lead Bastiodon with
Lucario out there.
I mean, I'd be really hesitant to lead Bastiodon.
Are there any other fighting types that are in here? I can't think. There's no fighting
Blaziken.
dragon. We've got some fighting heat. Yeah, fighting fire. No
most
ice, right?
No, there's no fighting ice. There's no fighting dragon.
Okay.
So it's literally
it's
just
not in the current generation we have.
There's the starter families of the Combusken, Blaziken, and then Infernape, and then we have Lucario. Right. That's it.
Monferno.
Yeah, and of those, the only thing in the meta that can run counter is Blaziken and Lucario. That's it. So, and I guess Riolu, but that doesn't even get close.
What is? I'm assuming Riolu doesn't. Does it max near 1500? Because like Munchlax is better, but that's like the only baby I can think of that's used.
No, Riolu
maxes. What is Riolu's
PP?
993.
Oof.
Yeah, not even close. Not even.
And it's so glassy.
Hey guys,
already.
so I'm just looking at chat real quick, and Polymer's Up said Infernape beats Lucario in 1 and 2 shields, and Bastiodon 0 and 1 and ties 1 shield.
Huh.
Forgot it.
And then people are talking about Garchomp. Garchomp's not that good, guys. Garchomp basically has the same stats as Flygon, but it has Outrage instead of Dragon Claw, and then it has some other trash move instead of Stone Edge. So I'd much rather run Flygon with the Mud.
Does Garchomp have Mud Shot still?
It does. Flygon has Dragon Tail too.
Yeah, Infernape
so
just
you're
like a worse Blaziken because it doesn't get counter. It only has Rock Smash.
So the thing is that basically the main trade-off is you're getting Outrage on Garchomp versus Dragon Claw on Flygon, and you want that faster Dragon move.
Yeah, I feel like that's the kind of thing that in Sims might end up looking better to have Outrage, but in practice, I'm always going to want the like shield burning quickness of Dragon Claw. Because like it does still deal. Sure. Is it more energy efficient, like damage per energy? It is a little bit, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Man, the fact that Bastiodon and Lucario are gonna be front and center in like the top meta picks. I just had a buddy of mine who's a little bit more rural. He DM'd me and he's like he has neither of them, and I just realized like it's gonna be so common for people to not have any of those. It's kind of frustrating.
No,
right,
yeah,
and that's gonna definitely cut a lot of people out of the cup, or like at least hinder people's engagement in this cup because they're like, oh, I don't have Bastiodon or Lucario, and then they're just like, well, I'm gonna be out for this cup. You know, it certainly doesn't entice a lot of participation.
There's already
on 200 kilometers.
Push people off.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying. Do you guys think that Tropius being such a major pick for Tempest has pushed people off? Like,
the thing about Tropius is that you still had Abomasnow. You still had Abomasnow.
That's true. There's an alternative that's like step behind. Yeah.
Even though there are some alternatives to it, but it's just
what
that
is
like
an
overall.
Alternative to What is an alternative to Bastiodon? Like seriously, or Lucario for that matter.
Nothing.
I don't think there is any alternative to them. I mean, it's either you have them and you win with them. Can you win with a triple counter team? Like
maybe Probopass when it comes out.
Because it's the same typing, but I don't know about its move.
It doesn't have.
I think his moves are weird.
It is the second Rock Steel type.
Probopass?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of its moves though. I don't think Spark is going to give you any advantage here. It has Rock Throw, Rock Slide.
How would Probopass do against Lucario?
No, Lucario would easily destroy this.
Damage there.
Yeah.
Can Melmetal be? Oh wait, no, it's gonna die so fast too.
Melmetal will definitely be dead by many of the ground and fire and fighting moves. So yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I was just literally thinking of
Melmetal's just gonna get caught up in Bastiodon counters.
You know.
Woof. I think Probopass just has worse moves than Bastiodon here.
I know the electric moves, which are useful.
Wait, do we know Probopass's moveset? Isn't it not out yet?
It's out. Oh, it's not out, but the moveset is in the.
Oh,
the electric and rock moves.
It's basically like an upgraded Melmetal, is what it is.
Yeah, so Spark and Rock Throw are the fast moves, and the charge moves. Yeah.
Magnet Bomb what in Thunderbolt?
Rock Slide.
Rock Slide.
Oh, I like Magnet Bomb, Rock Slide. Those are both solid.
You know,
charge moves, but it doesn't have knockdown.
Something that I think might be viable is so risky. But if you're going against someone with Bastiodon and Lucario, I kept getting caught up on something that beats both. But what if you take them out individually? It's like, what if you ran? It'd be luck of the draw, but like luck of how you ran that 3. But what if you ran like a Alolan or Alolan Dugtrio, then you ran Blaziken or
you mean Alolan Dugtrio?
It's Alolan.
Are you sure?
Someone like pulled me aside the other day and said it's Alolan. Say it correctly, or I'm not listening to your stream.
Listen, bro. Listen. Just follow your heart.
Ground Steel. I mean, for the Ground Steel typing, we have Steelix.
Right. I'm saying.
Is there something that doesn't lose too bad to both of them, even if it doesn't beat both? Because then maybe you bring counter A, counter B, and something.
Soft counter.
Firefighting.
I'm saying, what if you bought 2 hard counters, like Alolan, Dugtrio?
No, I'm saying for your third, with 1 hard counter for each, a third.
Oh yeah, just and like round it out with like Lapras or Altaria.
Alolan Marowak is a pretty safe pick against. It doesn't lose by that much.
Because also Lucario can be your Bastiodon counter. So then you're basically bringing Lucario counter, and then something that doesn't lose to Lucario and Basti.
Yeah, I think finding Lucario counter is going to be the most important because Lucario itself counters Basti.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It already fits the counter slot.
Lucario counters Lucario.
Yeah, it's true. It really does.
Thank God they added the species clause, because I don't want to see another cup where people are bringing like 2, 3 of the same thing. Although in freestyle I like it because it's always such a gamble.
three Lucario, 2 Bastiodon, and why not a Flygon just for shits and giggles?
I'm just saying, Alolan Marowak with Rock Smash.
I mean, Marowak is
Lucario
a decent
by a mile.
counter.
Yeah, it beats Lucario by a mile, and it only just barely loses to Bastiodon.
Yeah, so...
Wait, what moveset for Marowak?
Rock Smash and Bone Club.
That's with shields, though. I think it loses pretty badly without.
It loses by like 24, like 40.
Yeah, but Lucario's got to be a common counter or opener, right? If it's the only thing that beats Lucario, I'll burn 2 shields to beat their Lucario.
I mean, you could.
It's not the only thing that beats Lucario.
Yeah, I mean, if you
well,
have
no, I
any
know,
of
but
the
if it's the only thing that I'm going to be bringing reliably on my team or whatever, like
the problem with countering Lucario though is that it falls to Bastiodon. Like if you either beat Bastiodon or you beat Lucario, you can't get both.
Wait, I thought we just said that Rock Smash Bone Club came close with Bastiodon. I thought it was like
it's hard to get both.
But that's kind of a point in the favor of it being an opener again. With 2 shields, I'm either beating or losing by a little. I'll take a lose by a little. God, that's still so weird to have.
I mean, you can still use ground against both Lucario and Bastiodon. Ground moves and fighting works both.
Yeah, but the ground types all, like, none of them resist.
I mean, Flygon.
That's true. Well,
it was
unless you
21.
want to, or you just want to win and be the best. Let's see.
I mean, Marowak only loses by like 44, so it gets 2/3 of Bastiodon's health down with no shields. So and that's Bastion has no energy left after that. So if you bring in a fast counter with some water moves, you can probably get it down, farm some energy up.
You know what's a fun one that comes very close to beating both and barely loses to Bastiodon by less than Marowak is Rapidash with Drill Run.
What is this?
What even is this?
Where are you finding me?
This cup just really badly needs ground types. I really, really badly needs ground types.
I mean, Flygon's got to have some play there. It's like well, no.
That's a no shield scenario. I have to say that with any shields, Rapidash gets annihilated by Bastiodon.
Oh.
That'd be interesting though if the reason that this one. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was only gonna say that the only thing that's eligible that has Mud Bomb, which is arguably one of the better charge ground moves, is a Alolan Dugtrio.
What fast move does it carry?
What's that?
What fast move?
What fast move? Unfortunately, it has Mud Slap.
Of course,
so it doesn't have Mud Shot like its counterpart does. So a normal Dugtrio has Mud Shot, Mud Bomb, which is more desirable. Alolan only has Metal Claw, Mud Slap, Earthquake, Mud Bomb, and Iron Head. So it might be interesting, but sort of limited.
It just feels really weird that because it feels like they've been putting some thought into what each cup is, and it just seems like
this one seems pretty lazy.
Unless they made this set before they knew Power Up Punch was coming, and they're just running through the preset made ones, but like it seems
no, because without Power Up Punch, it would have been worse. Then it would have just been Bastiodon, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
Like pure Bastiodon.
But it makes me wonder if there's more off-meta weird moves like Rock Smash Bone Club or Drill Run that surprisingly are good against them, and that's why they thought it was like that's why it's more balanced as we go, and it just seems.
I don't know. I think they just like
not much.
I think that they just saw so many posts saying it would be cool to have an April Game of Thrones cup that they wanted to appease everyone.
Oh,
and
God.
No one thought through the fact that it was maybe not that balanced. Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone thought it was gonna be Cascade, and they flipped the switch on that one.
I mean, I was hoping for some kind of spring theme kind of thing going on because, like, hey, I mean, it's April, it's still spring, Get some grass type theme going.
An April shower.
Some kind of alcoholic Pokemon spring break.
Get away, Kodo. There you go, man.
I was hoping for at least half the types to be new, honestly. That's all I was looking for.
I mean, the only 2 typings is just Dragon and Fire.
Yeah, and Dragon is a weird one. Dragon's hard to bring to a cup because like anything that's weak to itself is just so hard to. I mean, I guess Altaria is still such a power player though.
Could someone rate it out?
What's...
Dragonair, interesting. I didn't even look at Dragonairs.
Dragonair is
Dragonair
actually...
is Surf, right?
Yeah, no, Dragonair has...
Aquatail.
Yeah,
Oh,
Aquatail, Dragon
But
Breath.
Aquatail, does it do work against Basti?
Yes.
Yeah,
Dragonair
it's super
beats
effective.
Basti.
It doesn't resist.
It resists Dragon Breath, but the Aquatail does super effective damage.
Exactly.
Or I'm assuming it's definitely
Basti
worth
don't
running Dragon Breath still, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because whatever comes in after it dies.
So what happens? What's the?
It beats a.
Well, I'm
Basti
guessing I'm bringing
level-
Basti and Lucario.
Hold on. I want to hear the Dragonair matchup.
Okay,
Who ran
one
that?
shield, Dragonair wins with 11 HP.
That's it, but it loses 0 and 2 shields.
I haven't run those yet. Let's see.
You can just look down at
It loses
the,
both those.
And that's
look at
just
the
with
drop down
Aquatail
menu
and Dragon Breath?
at the 3x3 square. It'll tell you.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can tell
you're
by
right.
the battle rating.
Yeah, it only wins the 1 shield.
Yeah, it loses by 15 on the 2 shield, and then by a lot on the no shield.
What does it get hit by that kills it on the no shield? Because it.
It's just
Oh,
Stone
right.
Edge hurts.
Is Stone Edge Flamethrower what everyone's running on Basti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flash Kid, there's no.
Oh, really? I thought Flamethrower was more clutch than Stone Edge in general. But for this, you definitely want Stone Edge?
You want 2, man. You just want 2. It's just one of those. You're gonna regret not putting 2 new moves on Bass.
Yeah, I guess by April I can grind it up. I still have to walk like 300 more candy.
Yeah,
Just
it's
rare
worth
candy.
it, man.
I mean, I have been, but I pumped my like 60 I had left over after the last cup already.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I got like a ton of rare candy from Rayquaza, so I have like too much right now.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't been raiding much because I was out of town. But then so I have to try and grind tomorrow for the last.
Who's talking right now? What is this?
Chusta Master.
Ah.
Well, you're grinding tomorrow for what?
No, I just have to go to the city because I couldn't grind over the weekend during the Rayquaza stuff.
Oh, well, Rayquaza's gone now.
No, I know. I just mean hitting tier 5s. It's
Okay.
unreliable to try and hit it around me.
Gotcha.
Anyways, so off meta, outside of Lucario Bastiodon, what Pokemon are we looking at bringing?
Sorry, maybe.
I mean, I can definitely. Yeah, Flygon definitely
Bringing
would be
Altaria,
like a third choice. I see a lot of people going to be running.
I mean, you just got to bring Lucario counter, right? At the end of the
Yeah.
day, you got to bring Lucario counter, and Basti almost. Like, I almost don't even look at what the team comp is.
Yeah.
Is
I might just
would it
bring
be
Torkoal
viable
for-
to? Would it be viable to not bring Basti tier 3? And just.
That's
Yeah.
like not bringing Median. That was totally viable to not bring Medicham.
Yeah, the Bastiodon scare is real enough to where you could certainly, almost positively, bait a Bastiodon counter. Just the fact that you would have one on your 6 would make me want to bring a counter
I mean, the
to
thing
it.
is, Lucario
you
is
know
good no
that-
matter what, though.
Yeah, that's the point. Is Lucario is coming, so then you bring like 1 or 2 Lucario counters and a
Hold on,
Lucario.
whoever's typing, if
Okay.
you're gonna type, don't. Yeah, thanks, Ben.
So you bring
Sorry.
maybe 2 Lucario counters and a Lucario, and then you have your Lucario for their Basti, and then you have like 1 to 2 Lucario counters to deal with Lucario.
Yeah, you try and
and they're-
minimize Lucario's good matchups against you.
Yeah. Because the thing is, in a meta with Lucario and Basti so dominant, but Lucario beating Basti, I think you might be able to play around with that.
I mean,
The
Medicham
clock.
still did work in Boulder. You could get away without it, but it still was very useful because it does still beat everything but, and you can't bring multiple Lucario now.
That was also
anyway,
before
I can
power
see
up
the
punch.
strength of it.
Just to
Yeah,
clarify on what you're saying, Tiwas, is you're saying bring them in your 6, just not bring them in your core. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
And
I agree
obviously-
with that. And if they don't have Lucario because it's not
Totally
super
agree.
bring Bastion.
Totally agree.
Bluffing Bastiodon is an absolutely viable strategy. I feel like if you can't make one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just say you have it.
Yeah,
and
like
don't
even if you
bring
don't
it at
have
all.
it, put it in your 6 to put the little fear
Right.
guarded.
You're limited to 5 Pokemon, but it's
Yeah,
viable.
but you're practically limited to 3 or 4 at this point anyway, from what we're seeing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus. Man, that really sucks.
I
mean, for
know.
anybody else that's not me.
I really hope this meta isn't solved by like a month before April even starts. That's gonna be so boring.
I think we just solved it in about 2 minutes just by looking at simulators.
I mean,
It's just this is the first meta with Bastiodon, so it's like it hasn't been as battle tested. But it's just it's such a nuke, man. If you don't have a response to it. Just for reference, I had a remote tournament with my remote tournament group, and this one guy, he was the only one with Bastiodon, right? And so we weren't really, I mean, at least I wasn't really ready for it, and my only counter was Whiscash, which did okay. To say I got annihilated is to put it really lightly. So, and I did pretty well otherwise. So it's just one of those top S tier picks that you have to be ready for it. So maybe.
I mean, you can.
He gets hard.
I mean, where does that make Lucario?
Yeah, he'll be like almost like what, like SSS tier at that point. Jeez.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
like
only reason
he being
is
the
not-
best counter to the only other S, like that's ridiculous.
I know.
Shoot, we need to start making up letters of the alphabet.
Well, how about we just make a Z tier?
Alpha.
There you go. A Z tier. There
Omega.
you go.
The only saving grace is that Bastiodon has 2 double weaknesses.
Yes.
Yes.
If it didn't have 2 double weaknesses,
Oh
we'd be
gosh.
so screwed.
Yeah.
But
Because-
both of those
what,
double
fighting water?
weaknesses, both of those double weaknesses are not
ground
featured types in this cup. So that's
Yeah.
why.
That's why it's
this
hard.
is like
yeah.
made for Bastiodon.
Pretty much. Because at this point, you're gonna have Lucario be leading often. At this point, isn't it? Because that's the thing now. Or Lucario versus Lucario at this point, because Lucario can kill Lucario. Ironically enough.
And then you're screwed against Bastiodon.
Yeah.
That's true. If you
Unless
don't
you
have,
can
oh
fight
man, yeah, you get caught in Lucario mirror and you don't have a Basti answer outside that.
Well, then you end up with a Basti mirror.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, that would be the. Would that break the game clock?
It,
Oh, actually, yeah. Let me...
it could.
Wait, does PvP have game clock?
Yeah.
Oh, I never even realized that. I've never had that long of a fight, I guess.
Can you? How long would a SmackDown double shielded Bastiodon standoff last? I'm serious. This is a genuine question. It'll tell you the time in PvPoke.
Knockout
How
in
long?
5.5 seconds.
Jesus
8.5.
Christ.
But
So the
one
longest
who has
possible
flash-
matchup is what?
The one who has Flash Cannon, if it had Flash Cannon, it might win with one shield. Yeah. I'm just saying it could.
Well, how good is Flamethrower for this meta? Is it worth it for the mirror to bring Stone Edge and whatever?
Oh, absolutely. It walls out the ice types and it walls out the
You're
steel
not beating
types.
the ice types anyway? Oh, the steel types definitely though, yeah.
If anything, I would change out Stone Edge because I don't need extras rock
It doesn't
damage.
look
I'd
like the
rather.
Flash
Yeah,
Cannon
yeah.
helps at
And then you
all,
have full
though.
coverage.
Yeah.
Does Flash Cannon win the mirror or not, though?
No,
It
it's
wins
a tie.
with one shield, it loses with 0 or 3, or 0 2.
So it doesn't matter if you run Stone Edge or Flamethrower, pretty much. It's just a long ass battle of SmackDowns.
At this point, it is. Just a smack.
What if I'm assuming you can't shield bait with like Flamethrower or Flash Cannon to win it, right?
The simulation,
shield
even
baiting.
It's always a 50-50 though.
with one
There's not
running
much shield
Flamethrower
baiting
and
with
Flash.
Bastiodon though.
Yeah. Even with one running flamethrower flash cannon, one running stone edge flamethrower, they still tie.
Okay.
Even with one flash cannon going off.
The thing about shield baiting, unless you're some kind of wizard with counting moves, you kind of just get a feel for which moves take what amount of time. And I mean, flamethrower.
Oh yeah, I mean, anytime I go for
Edge.
shield bait, I just wait till both moves are charged and then pick one at random and hope that they pick it random.
Kind of get a feel for how much time Bastiodon takes to charge both of them, and they're both about the same amount of time. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone. So. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I always at least charge up the bigger move, but overcharging always helps with the shield bait.
If we're good to move on to another topic, what are your thoughts on Lapras for Dragon Pulse versus Ice Beam?
A Dragon Pulse serves absolutely no purpose in this cup. Absolutely none.
So for this cup, I think you want Water Gun Ice Beam Lapras, and for Tempest, I think you want Ice Shard Dragon Pulse Lapras.
Yep, absolutely.
So
and I don't even know that you want to bring Lapras because of all. And Lucario counters as well. I mean, like Lucario counter. Like against Alolan Marowak or Alolan Marowak or Moltres.
How does a Water Gun
whatever stuff that
Bastiodon against Basti?
It loses, or it's weak to Smackdown is the problem.
Oh, right.
Takes neutral from Flamethrower. Oh, yeah, well, super effective from Stone Edge, so that's... What? Okay, so Lapras back in the meta?
With Water Gun Surf, specifically?
Man, I'm so glad I have a trade lined up for exactly that moveset.
Water Gun and Surf.
AJ, I traded for a Water Gun Ice Beam before I was able to find an Ice Shard one.
Yep.
I'm actually saving that Water Gun Ice Beam. I have no Ice Shard.
Test it out.
What was that?
I said we'll have to test it out.
Yeah, I just have to decide if I want to shell out that 75k for Surf, depending how good it's looking.
Luckily, I'm getting it with the second move unblocked already, since it's not double. Jeez, man, Lucario's gonna be a bitch. Luckily, someone in my local Discord has some Riolu in there already, so.
Yeah, I still need to get one myself.
It's gonna be tough, man. I shelled out so much rare candy for Bastiodon anyway.
Another one that I know we were talking about Monferno with Rock Smash, but actually Infernape with Fire Spin does better and actually beat both Bastiodon and Lucario. No questions asked.
Wait,
what? How did we miss that?
Hold up.
Who?
No.
I thought it was
no, only the no shield against Bastiodon.
Yeah, no shield, but that's
with two shields.
Beating both no shields is great for your closer, though.
What it beats no shields, Bastiodon. It beats one shield Lucario, which I think seems to be like the most likely scenario.
That's it though. So it loses 1 and 2 shields against Bastiodon. If I was correct.
Not sure. I didn't look that up.
It ties the one shield.
Wait, against
ties
who?
the one shield.
Yeah.
Against who?
That's pretty good.
Bastiodon.
Yeah,
We're talking about the.
I just ran 2 shields to beat you is good.
So I just ran the sim Infernape. Oh, you're saying Rock Smash, not Fire Spin, right?
No, Fire Spin.
Fire Spin. Close
Okay, so I just ran the sim Fire Spin Infernape with close combat Flamethrower against Lucario, Counter Power Punch, Shadow Ball, no shields, and it loses.
No. Sorry, I'm saying one shield with Lucario.
Oh,
yeah, the
Bastia
wins with you 0 shields.
Oh, I see. So you're saying as a closer with one, as a non-closer with the other. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not very
And
reliable.
Lucario's more often going to come up early. I feel like so if they have
The
to
thing-
burn the second shield to keep their Lucario alive, that's worth it.
So Lucario actually, or Infernape beats Lucario before even using a charge at all. So Lucario doesn't shield. So
weird.
So it's a kind of a catch-22. It's good in one way that you can farm it the entire way through, and then
just hit
go
whatever
to
you-
Bastiodon and immediately close combat. And you can almost
they'll
beat
have to
Steal them downstairs.
Like if you farm and then Bastiodon's next and they don't have any shields with Bastiodon, then you can get it down to 7 HP. with
Oh,
just
but actually,
black-
that's huge for. So wait, and it wins 0 shields? Wait, no, but I thought it doesn't win 0 shields with Lucario. You still have to have a shield.
It does.
You still
it
have to have a
wins. Just
Okay.
just to clarify, it needs to shield against Lucario.
But
it
Lucario won't shield
wins-
because you'll kill it. Okay.
Exactly. It wins with only fast moves, and it will have a close combat or flamethrower charged up.
Yes.
So
And then
it
that
will be ready against whatever afterwards. So if your Bastion theoretically doesn't have a shield against a close combat Infernape, it's gonna get wrecked.
Yeah, you just get nuked as you get in.
The issue with that though is that what are the odds that you're gonna have 2 shields burnt before Lucario and Bastiodon come out?
Well, the nice thing is, even if he's sitting on a shield for Lucario, you can still kill it if it's in your like if you have 1 shield and you're closing against his 1 or 2 shield closer, you still get him. But if it's before the closing round, then you're still going to have that shield sitting on the close combat for your Bastion or whatever.
But I think just looking at this, that's probably the best counter for both that I've seen so far. Because it can.
I think Blaziken's more consistent than that.
I was about to say
I
too,
agree.
like while looking at Blaziken, like Blaziken actually does have some nice, moves because he does have both Fire Spin and Counter as fast moves and such, and access to Stone Edge, Focus Blast, and
Yeah.
Rager.
The thing
Stone
about
Edge is
if you
legacy,
have a
though.
Doesn't need
Yeah.
Stone Edge to beat those two.
He just has Counter, and there we go.
Man, if Blaziken just had Blast Burn, it would be so good. Here.
Yeah, it would be ready for this cup, man. This is like made
Imagine
for
the
it.
Imagine the April. If the
would
April
bring-
community day was Torchic with Blastburn.
Planet of the Apes.
It's gonna be
Bring balance to the force and give us Blast Burn. Oh, jeez. Or
Imagine.
Blaziken.
Wait, when is it scheduled? It's supposed to be the month after April, right? We're
gonna be May.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So now, if we're talking about bringing, what's that Pokemon's name that we were just talking about forever?
Infernape?
Infernape, yeah. If we're talking about bringing Infernape into the cup, then that opens the door for Lapras and Dragonair and such like that.
Not
That
if
opens the door
you're.
for.
Oh, you were saying Fire Spin, right?
Yeah.
That takes
Yeah, yeah.
neutral. Does Lapras with Water Gun beat Infernape? I assume so because it deals super effective.
My guess
I
would be
can't
yes.
imagine it doesn't.
Can someone run the simulation so we don't?
Let's see.
I'm busy going to town on a Reddit post.
Water Gun and Ice
Lapras
Beam.
annihilates Infernape, but it's actually a pretty even matchup against Blaziken.
Actually, it doesn't. I mean, if Infernape has a shield advantage, it can still win. But
With
equal
Fire Spin,
shield, it absolutely does lose.
But if you look at Blaziken versus Lapras, Blaziken ties the 1 and 2. I really doubt it's going to be accuracy, though. That reducing accuracy in this game is just going to break things so bad.
Oh, so one suggestion I had, and this is just all speculation, right, is what it was reducing the amount of energy gain of the opponent as opposed to like just straight up reducing accuracy. So that might
I
be
like
the
that.
Ridiculously strong,
You mean
too.
increasing so it gets longer? Takes longer?
So like for example, you throw out a leaf tornado, it reduces that specific Pokemon's
Energy production?
gain by like, I don't know, 20%, just to make up a number.
So like dropping Dragon Tail from 3.33 damage per turn to like 2.5 damage per turn or something like that.
Yeah, for example, yeah. So that would be a way to sort of have the same effect as, say, accuracy, but not do the exact same, introducing a whole new mechanic.
I wish they'd incorporate speed, but that's a whole other side.
As far as Razor Leaf goes, which is the other move that we've been focusing on a lot, the only thing that knows Razor Leaf in Kingdom Cup is, correct me if I'm wrong, Abomasnow, right? Yeah.
So yeah.
I just don't see that
you're right.
coverage being useful.
I don't think so
Abomasnow,
either.
Lapras is here. There's better answers to Lapras again. Yeah, it's already smacked down and it's powered up punch. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'm just going through the moves because even though we probably won't entertain a lot of these, it's good to look at based on moves because that's what's happened a lot in the past. If you notice, like the top metas have always been like Pokemon with like really high DPE movesets, like Counter, for example, is just a beast. Dragon Breath with Altaria. So that sort of stuff normally does really well.
Confusion in Twilight was definitely like a whole rock, paper, scissors answer.
Yeah. Well, Confusion had the advantage of just being double super effective against one of the top meta choices.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's part of why Counter was so big for Toxie, was like making sure like any like Tyranitar that came out.
For sure, yeah, definitely.
Although I guess now even Toxie was still mainly hitting things for single effective. That was most of its uses.
It wasn't training one, so it was like no people. Huge freaking store. Had a basement, 2 kitchens, offices.
Yeah, offices. That's interesting, man.
You did?
What was that?
I don't know.
I forgot. Eric was parked in front of me.
Can someone let him know to mute his mic? Or we can I can ban him.
Yeah, but right now, she seems like got home, but she just left like 20 minutes ago. Oh no, like an hour ago, because the voice just started.
Who is talking in the background?
Just kick him out, man.
Who is it though?
I don't know.
It's a very cool guy, Noah.
What's up?
A lot of your background sounds pick it up, Noah.
I don't think that's me. There's nothing in the background.
Sorry. I saw your
I
mic
just say
lighting up,
lynch
so I guess
Noah.
it's not
Hashtag lynch
Whoa,
Noah.
whoa, whoa! No! I swear, I'm not doing it.
At lynch Noah. The decision has been made. The mob has spoken. I just want to say a moment of silence for bug types being featured not again.
Oh man, I was really hoping they would go with like a bug type. I was really hoping they would go with like a bug, grass, water type cup, something like that.
Honestly,
that would have been very springy. I would have liked that.
Fortress is actually decent against Lucario, but it gets raped by a Bastiodon.
Do you guys think they have
Fortress?
Oh man, Fortress would be cool.
I think a fire, psychic, bug, grass cup would be awesome because bug types could really have their heyday.
Yeah,
and
outside
fire too.
Fortress and Vespiquen, what is there for bug?
What's Vespiquen's typing again?
Flying
bug.
Flying.
Sorry, I get all sidetracked. Anyways,
Man.
Bastiodon Lucario, I was thinking, even if you bought like a hard counter to Bastiodon and then a hard counter to Lucario, you kill one and then you're stuck on a switch clock with the other.
I mean, as long as Lucario is your hard counter to 1, then that's okay.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So what's a team, if you were trying to, like, if you knew the opponent was bringing Lucario, what is a team that you could make that would, like, effectively trap Lucario? Like, 3 positive matchups against Lucario if you thought your opponent was bluffing Bastiodon.
Alolan Marowak, Blaziken, and...
Torkoal beats it, no shields.
That's all fire, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fire stuff.
I know we said Torkoal earlier, but there's really very few things that beat it no shields. And I think we said, what did we say? We said Torkoal.
Wait, hold on. I have it pulled up here. I would just set it on 2 shields for a second.
Yeah, just put no shields.
Against Kingdom. I'm assuming Power Punch Shadow Ball with counter.
Yeah, that's the classic.
Okay, from the bottom, Altaria. Altaria wins big?
Wait, what? No, that's not right. Against Lucario?
It makes sense.
Yeah, Dragon Breath is resisted, but you're still hitting with Sky Attack for neutral against a squishy thing, I guess. And you can take a Power Punch and counter doesn't hurt that much.
Are you running 2 shields on Lucario and no shields on everything?
0 shield, sorry.
No. So here's the point, right? You want to see what can absolutely wall Lucario, no shields.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know we were doing that one.
No,
okay,
I'm not saying like there's not other counters. I mean, it's just like all of that. It's only like Torkoal, like it's all fire types there.
2 versus 0, yeah.
Oh, Camerupt is up there, you guys. Camerupt.
Oh my gosh. I'll be damned if I run Camerupt.
No, I'm sorry.
Charizard. Camerupt doesn't quite win 2-0 shields.
No. My bad. I had Lucario with Bullet Punch. Now it's with counter. So this is like before the only thing.
I mean, if you have even 1 shield, Camerupt beats Lucario no matter how many shields you got.
Yeah. The only thing that beats Lucario, no shields against 1 shield, is Castform and Torkoal. And Castform is like super close. So really it's just Torkoal. Moltres is a tie.
Moltres is better to that Bastiodon.
Moltres is only a tie at 0 shields on either side.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
ties.
0 shields for the guys in question and 2 shields for Lucario, right? That's what I'm saying. You're breaking up like really. You sound like you're inside of a bathroom.
Oh, sorry, I was getting a CAT scan right now. What are Lucario's 3 like worst possible matchups?
No.
I mean, Torkoal and Castform.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like Torkoal, Castform, Lucario against Lucario team.
Okay, so
are you saying the worst,
1-0
like...
shields, the only thing that does well in both 1-0 against Basti and Lucario is Blaziken. Blaziken ties with no shields against Lucario, and it's a close loss 1-0 shield deficit against.
Does that require shield baiting with Stone Edge though?
Let me check.
Going to bed.
Night. I'll go to. Yeah, hold on. 1 second, guys. I gotta move to the other room.
Blaziken beats Lucario without using any charge moves.
So which? Oh, that's nice. I mean, I assume you have to burn a shield, but
yeah, Blaziken beat the shield, not tie.
No, yeah, Bastodon, you actually don't use a charge move either. You just counter it to death, and you can.
Blaziken just ends up with a charge move for the second match afterward.
And it's basically the same for both. It'll tie, but if you swap in and it's a little weak, you might be able to get off a charge move with the next one against Lucario too.
Again, the problem with this is, what are the odds that they're still gonna have, they're gonna have no shields at that point?
I mean, you still end up burning a shield with Blaziken's charge move, and then you do some decent damage with counter. You end up beating one Pokemon either way, and then doing damage to the second.
Also, if I can have this one as like my pivot or my closer, then like I know that I'm not going to be screwed in those. You know what I mean? Like I can try and burn their shields early with my Lucario or whatever.
Sorry, let me ask, why Blaziken and not Combusken?
Because Combusken doesn't have a fighting type chart or fast move.
Combusken actually lose. Well, yeah.
Combusken doesn't have.
He's got what? Rock Slide. He doesn't have counter. He's got Fire Spin. I think he doesn't have counter. I'm gonna double check.
Here's
Ember. It doesn't.
Oh man, Ember. Yeah, and that really sucks. And you have to power him up like basically to level 40.
And then you have Flamethrower, Flame Charge, and Rock Slide for charge moves. It's just not as good.
You can't. You have to either have counter or Fire Spin. Like if it's not one of those two, I guess Rock Smash on whatever. But like for the most part,
Ember starts faster, so you maybe could land one more charge attack.
You're saying with the Blaziken?
No, with Combusken.
I just
hey, whoever's doing their laundry, could you mute yourself?
Like every option you have with him, other than Flamethrower, is well, okay, you have Rock Slide, but that's not helping us in our situations. Yeah, I just don't see how Peck or Ember is going to help you at all.
Yeah, Peck's going to ruin your day.
Especially versus counter on that instead.
All right, guys, I'm heading out. Made some good progress. It's good stuff.
Peace.
Oh, this meta's gonna be tough. I gotta make a Bastiodon.
You don't have one yet?
Yeah, I gotta go basically begging everyone in my area for their Shieldons, hoping one goes lucky and a decent IV.
Jeez, I have the Bastiodon. Someone in my area has like a bunch of Riolu, and she doesn't really PvP, so I'm gonna try to trade with her. But oh my god, this is gonna suck. It's just like another cup.
These metas have just introduced a whole new kind of grind, which is trade hunting.
Oh,
like,
for sure. I have so many trades right now. I have so many trades lined up right now, and it's just ridiculous. To get all these coordinated and have a life. Yeah. But the good thing about these trades is that it can save you some dust. As you know, if the other person isn't interested in PvP, you can kind of finagle with them and get them to add another trade, another charge move, and that'll save you a little bit, even though if it costs you a little bit on the actual trade, you end up saving. So.
No, yeah, I'm not attached to shinies that much unless it's something that I already like, so I've gotten rid of quite a few of those.
I just don't have the
at this point
offering shinies for these things.
Yeah, at this point I'm willing to give up even my good shinies like Ponyta and stuff like that. I just don't even care.
Yeah, they're just not doing anything
Same.
for me. Although I do live in fear of something that I traded away suddenly becoming like, rapid dash
Meta.
drill run being the answer to.
Oh my
and
god,
if I
yeah,
could
for
have
sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I know stuff like
Absolutely.
Psyduck will probably not be meta because there's just so many good water types out there. But yeah, you're right. Like Ponyta might be good because there's just not that many fire types that are awesome. So I hear you.
I gave AJ a meter match Metagross, and we haven't done that now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's life, buddy.
LOL.
So, yeah, I don't know. Metagross might be interesting here just because of Earthquake. That's the other thing. Even if the Sims might show as losses against some of these guys, having some of those charge moves saved up once shields are down.
Yeah, if you can just switch nuke in.
Just nuke
The
stuff
fact that
in.
it can beat Bastiodon and then maybe even just turn around and beat an Earthquake through Lucario afterward.
Yeah.
If that ever happened.
Well, hold on. So wait, we're saying if it opens against Basti, what does it come again? Hold on, sorry. I'll just do this on the side for a sec.
But then the interesting question is, do you run Metagross or do you run Steelix for that Earthquake?
Well, Steelix is a little more flamethrower weak, right?
I'm too
like from the
biased.
Bastion
They're both equally weak to flamethrower because ground does not
right.
fire.
But
I always
Metagross
remember
does
it.
take neutral from fighting though.
Yeah, never mind. You can't farm energy on Bastiodon. You need to hit it with Earthquake.
Yeah, that flamethrower is problematic.
I made a post, a Reddit post asking for ground types to be included in this cup. If somebody wants to take a look at it, or if people want to take a look at it and possibly throw me an upvote just so we can.
That would make this so much more even.
Yeah.
Could you post
titled,
it in the?
I did.
Do we have a?
I put it. I put it in Kingdom Cup discussion. Yeah.
Okay, I'll upvote it.
Yeah, I'm heading in.
Game of Thrones Cup. That's awesome. And then the first answer is just some guy that Jamie's 550. Is that anybody here? Because I'm about to put you on blast.
No, not me at least.
Flygon does
Someone.
not fare well
It
against
feels like
Lucario.
you didn't even read the post.
That's so fucked up too. Like, how does Flygon not beat Lucario?
Yeah.
Counter's just
Well,
that strong.
why would it? It's
Yeah,
a
power up
glass
punch
heat.
and yeah.
And they're, I wouldn't have so much of a problem with these two if they weren't so inaccessible. I mean, geez. The Tempest Cup was already right there with like Tropius, Magneton,
and
Legacy Lapras.
And I would power up just. It's not like Bastiodon is just like any other Pokemon you can just power up. It has to be maxed out and it has to have good IVs for it to reach 1500.
Basically, yeah.
You pretty much need a lucky one. I mean, ideally lucky, but like, it's like you need perfect IVs or good IVs or bust.
You're having some serious.
Tasarna plus says, tell them to add electric so I can use Raichu. He knows he's just triggering me with that comment. Silly Raichu user. I'm gonna throw eggs at your house.
Theoretically, Raichu might be interesting against Bastiodon.
With break.
Theoretically.
It still gets electric is weak to rock, no?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But
wait, did we look much at Vibrava? I haven't checked it yet.
Isn't Vibrava just a worse Flygon? What's its moveset?
It has Dragon Breath, which Flygon doesn't have, and then it has Bulldoze, Sand Tomb, Bug Buzz.
Oh God! No,
yeah, I was just looking at Bulldoze as quick, but it's not.
Mudshot Earthquake is just so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Vibrava tankier at least? Not even, right?
Oh, not in the slight.
Yeah.
It just simmed well. No, it just simmed well against what is it?
It's just like our only other Mudshot user.
Yeah.
Traffic is worse
Jeez.
than Vibrava is worse than Traffic.
You know what might bring balance, you guys, is just another one of those moveset buff debuff waves.
That's true. Something could definitely just jump up or down because of it.
Yeah.
How are you gonna? You'd have to
we can't
nerf
plan for that.
Bastiodon though.
No. Well, I'm just saying like something that is like on the edge right now, like Blaziken maybe. Give it like I'm just making
a counter buff.
Here.
Counter doesn't
God.
get buffed.
Oh,
Well, no, but I mean, we could see something
Just
get
something
a
that
move
buffs.
that was ground type that it didn't have before.
Like adding
like new moves to the move pool could theoretically give something an
that's
answer
what
that
I'm
didn't
saying.
exist before.
Just as another option, tier
Slightly
tier
inebriated.
most, like I know you were suggesting ground types, but fighting types would also do the job. Like
Those would both be pretty helpful. But anything fighting boosting is risking making Lucario even more oppressive if it accesses it too.
That's true, and if you add fighting, then you add Medicham, and Medicham's gonna rape everything.
Well, fighting is just so oppressive in this meta because fighting beats steel, fighting beats rock, fighting beats ice, and the only thing that fighting would lose to is dragon. And even then, it's still gonna do pretty well. Like a power up punch Medicham.
Like, if dragon even resist fighting? No, right?
No, it doesn't.
It's just most dragons are flying also.
No.
Yeah.
It's just paired with flying, so the flying would typically edge out the.
You're right.
But like, if we introduced Medicham into the cup, it would just I would not be a fan of that either. Because last night I was scrimmaging with Twastel and I got 4 power up punches in, and I one-shotted Altaria with Ice Punch.
Yeah. No. If you can keep him like still with a little bit of girth left at the 3rd and 4th power up punch.
Girth. Jeez.
Yeah, man.
That's a word right there.
Wow, yeah. We're just pulling out the vocabulary, man.
Like,
You've been reading 50 Shades of Grey recently? Like,
I didn't have the word for it. I reached.
Your Reddit post is getting Flygon bombed.
I will Flygon bomb you back. Do not bomb me with Flygon.
I mean, we just have to use facts. Facts wins.
Man, I use facts. It's not super effective.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that just ignore facts.
All right, so can someone type up a solid counter argument to Flygon using Bastiodon and Lucario? And then just something that I can be like, edit, Flygon is not your answer.
I mean, I know it's like the sim that says like Flygon only wins with one shield. Like that's.
Wait, that's not what I'm seeing though. Against Basti?
No, against Lucario.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Flygon's not a bad answer.
Flygon is possibly our best answer, but one of our best answers. It's not the ground type that.
Yeah, I mean, it ties no shields against Lucario. But that's,
How does it do against Bastiodon?
Bastiodon, it wipes Bastiodon. All 9 matchups, I think.
No, Basti looks like it wins the positive shield matchup.
So, but in all equal shields, scenarios, Flygon wins.
Whoa, where are you seeing Bastiodon? Oh wait, hold on. With Flash Cannon?
Yeah, Flash Cannon.
Okay, sorry, I still had on Flamethrower. Wait, what are we assuming is the standard Bastiodon moveset? Flash Cannon,
Great
Stone
League
Edge?
was Stone Edge Flash.
No,
Stone Edge,
Flamethrower, Stone Edge.
Because Flamethrower, Stone Edge, it does win all 9. Even at
Against
0 to 2
Flygon?
deficit. Yeah, Flygon wins 2-0 or 0-2 against Stone Edge Flamethrower Bastiodon.
So it wins no matter what against Bastiodon.
Bastiodon, it wipes if it's Flamethrower Stone Edge. If you give it Flash Cannon, let me check. Then
It's
with
just
Flash Cannon,
non-shields.
it big wins 2 shields to 0, but that's it. So Bastiodon is like an easy win with Flygon.
Okay, and then what about Lucario?
And then Lucario.
Lucario,
Shadow Ball
It's basically
counter.
even.
Flygon only wins
it's a
with
tie at
with
0.
0 shields.
And then not a bad loss with
Lucario
1-1,
shields even
but
once. If Lucario shields even once, Lucario dominates.
Oh, yeah.
no, hold on. Lucario 1-1 is still only like 13 hit points left at the end.
You have to bring
Yeah.
Bravo and Flygon in the same team. GG.
But that puts you in the position of having to be paired up against Bastiodon with your own
Ooh.
counter to Bastiodon.
Who
right?
said that?
So,
Who said that? Who said that? Bringing Flygon and Vibrava.
It was me.
Would that be a viable strategy?
That's interesting.
Bravo was bad.
I mean,
I
it's
know
your
it
worst
is.
Flygon, but if it's your second Flygon,
But both of them still lose to Lucario, for the most part.
yeah. I mean, it's still if Lucario has 2 shields, you're losing bad. If Lucario has 1 shield, you can only tie even with 2. But I mean, I won't lie. I'm not terribly upset at leaving Lucario with 13 health left after 1 shield each.
That's a shield tie though, or charge move
okay,
tie.
Yeah.
so if you're up against a Lucario with your Flygon, right? What amount of energy does that Lucario have at the end of the match?
0.
Whoever
0.
wins, that's him. 0.
0.
He
You're
needs
both
the
hitting-
charge move to win, right?
Yeah, you both
Before
need
the last charge moves go off, you only have 20 hit points left, and he has 48. And then you both use a charge move, and the Flygon dies, and Lucario has 13 health points left with
So
no
it
energy.
definitely,
that comes
it
down to whoever has
definitely
charge move
needs.
priority.
Yeah, it definitely needs a charge move. Okay, so what if the Lucario gets the charge move off first?
Then
It
Lucario-
wins by like a lot, right?
Probably. 'cause
So that's not good.
Okay, hold on. Let me just give it. How much energy should I give it to start to test? Lucario, give it what? Just like a 10 energy lead?
No. Do just a fresh match. I'm not so interested in, switching in or anything like that.
Oh, just like
there's no way
Sandbox
to
move the
simulate
charge
move
later?
priority. So you have to.
No, but I can just
artificially
make
do-
him do one more fast attack. Like I
Just
can just
do a
delay
double
the.
shield
I
on
mean, just one
Lucario.
extra counter.
Hold on. So 1 extra mud shot for Flygon.
Give him like
1
8 energy or something. That'll be enough.
Hey, guys.
If you wait 1 turn extra, like 1 extra mud shot before you use it, then it just swaps into you both just kill ends after the first charge move used.
What if you use
Wait, what?
Flygon with Brava and
No, we were
Right.
talking about the other way
This
around.
is weird. Hold on 1 second. So we're saying delay the Flygon or give energy boost to the Lucario so that it hits first.
What I'm asking is, what happens if the Lucario gets its charge move off before Flygon? How much HP does it win with?
Okay.
And that's
The
actually
final
easy
one,
to
not just
see.
saying which one's the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
so
actually
give
easy to see.
Lucario
Sorry, I
a
was just trying to
counter's
push that
worth of
first.
energy.
I thought you guys were saying
No,
push the
just
first
just
power.
hold on,
He
you
wins
guys.
with
Just
54
run this
HP.
54 HP. So that's quite a lot, right?
Yeah, that's half its HP.
So
Literally half.
that is basically reliant on you being the one to receive the invite for the match. So that's not very good.
Yeah, comes down to a coin flip of whatever your third is.
Yeah.
Assuming you run Basti, Lucario.
And that's just assuming you're paired up, Lucario and Flygon. So, and at that point you've lost your Flygon, right? So whatever else you have better be a good counter. I mean, you probably are bringing Lucario, but
Yeah.
better have a good counter to our friend Bastiodon.
Oh man, I wonder about IV breakpoints on Lucario. Like, what's gonna win the mirror? Is it gonna be the higher attack, or if it's going to be if there's a bulk point you can reach where you can outlast the extra.
Tasarna is saying Flygon, Vibrava, Lapras, same team, counter it. Okay, all of them. None of them reliably countered Lucario. So there you go. There's something with Lucario in it, and then.
I mean, Lucario is still frail enough that it's probably only beating one in a little bit of something. Like even in its favorable matchups, it's not going to last that long.
That's a huge advantage, right?
No,
so
obviously.
Besides, I guess Flygon and Vibrava beat Bastiodon, but Lapras doesn't. So you would have to lead Lapras in that matchup to be winning. What else? What else would be? Well, then you bring Flygon itself, and then you know how that pairs up against the ones you just brought.
The yuck.
Or your own Lapras, and then you just demolish Flygon or Vibrava, probably both of them.
Yeah. What if you change Lapras to like Alolan Marowak?
Yeah.
If you change Lapras to Alolan Marowak, then Lapras sweeps all three of those.
Yeah.
But you're counting on the Marowak to beat the Lucario and the Lapras, and the other two are doing nothing for you.
Wait, I thought Alolan Marowak tanky.
It is.
No, I think Alolan Marowak is mainly just Ghost against fighting, so it can take the counters. Yeah.
It's got 145 defense, 121 stamina, so it's not like a tanky tank, but like it's got some bulk to it.
Well, I mean, it mainly matters what. Oh, are you saying at? Okay, never mind. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
interesting thing here, guys. If Flygon Dragon Claws immediately, as soon as possible, it gets Lucario to 13 HP.
And Lucario doesn't shield?
Well, no, it gets it to 13 HP, assuming you have priority on that last one.
No, if Dragon Claw goes immediately, there's no, like, as soon as
charge
you fire it
mode.
off. Yep. You get Lucario to 13, no charge time.
So it even.
Hey y'all, somebody made a valid point over in the Kingdom Cup discussion of Lucario.
What about it? What is it? Read it.
It has to be eligible by a trade. Some do, like.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to trade for it? None of the hatched ones work?
Right.
No. I have a 15-10-10 one that
Oh, you're
at
saying for the
$14.99. Oh, but yeah, for the big IVs.
Maybe we should be running.
It's kind of like the Alolan Muck.
My Lucario is 13,
No,
11,
it's
11.
not an Alolan Muck. You can hatch a low IV one that is perfectly viable.
Okay.
Yeah.
But some of them are not. But hatching, you'd have to check that because some of them are going to roll over 1500 when you evolve them.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. All right.
If you bring, so Polymers Up said in the live stream chat, if you bring
I like his name.
Infernape and Blaziken, you leave the Lucario/Bastiodon user unsure whether to lead or close with both of them. That's a good point. If you bring both of the Infernape Blaziken combo.
That could work.
Yeah.
That'd be
Both
interesting.
of them are huge threats
But
to the two
see,
of them.
wouldn't you just bring Flygon and be good on both of those guys?
Well, that's nice though because now we're opening up the meta to more viable users.
It
we're
might
opening up
also
the
just
meta.
mean that Flygon is definitely that third that slots in with Bastion, Lucario, or Lucario and
Right.
Lucario counter.
Or it could any of the team workout I think is going to be Lucario, Bastiodon, and then X, and then X is either going to be Flygon or Flygon counter.
Man, I gotta open gifts. Polymers Up and I are close to Ultra. It just reminded me of that.
Oh yeah, I got to do that too.
Bringing two of the same category might be very interesting in this cup because Bastiodon and Lucario are just so damn oppressive. You're almost expecting them to bring both.
Right. So if they're playing rock, paper, scissors, you can play rock, paper, rock and hope that your rock gets there.
But it's almost like you're expecting them to lead with Lucario, right? Because there's actually, it seems to me that there's more counters to Bastiodon than Lucario.
Then there is Lucario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems like Bastiodon is the king of this cup. Lucario is the actual king of this cup.
Yeah,
It might
for
be
sure.
a good idea to
Well,
just lead
only
with
because
a
of
Lucario
Bastiodon.
counter.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Mm.
I hate you, dude.
Oh, then you're cool. You're all right.
Ugh.
I'm gonna try to just straight up trade a Lucario with the second move added, even though it costs me like a shiny or something. No, like an actual, like a Ponyta or something like that. I think it's just worth it.
It's only 10k for the
Hopefully.
second move, though.
Oh,
Yeah, I evolved mine without adding the move like an idiot. I just was really excited to trap something for Power Up Punch to test and save.
How much is it to evolve a Lucario? Is it like 50?
I think it's just 50, yeah.
So I still would have to spend 50 candy with the Oxys D coming out. I kind of want my rare candy. So, still worth it. Save that.
Well, but it's
50
only
rare
a
candy
3-kilometer walk then, right?
Yeah, but I can't be walking all over the place with work.
I mean, you walk all over the place anyway. Just have it on in the pocket.
Yeah, I kind of want to practice with it though. Let's see. Flygon. Someone's saying Flygon, Blaziken, and in the same team then. Well, yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about, right? Flygon, Blaziken.
That would be a pretty scary team.
Which is just where you go back to you don't bring Bastiodon in your 3. You bring something else.
You bring Lucario and make Flygon and Lucario counter, which would be what Blaziken and the trade.
Yeah.
You have 2 trades at least, or 2 things
Does
that
this
can
open
trade.
the door for? Does this open the door for Altaria to come in play?
Probably.
Maybe.
Because I feel like mentioning Flygon and then mentioning all these fire users opens the door for
fighting.
Beat Altaria?
Yeah, maybe you have to bring Altaria in your team to make sure they can't run Blaziken and Flygon against you.
Or you bring Lapras.
I just hate it when the cups are so cut and dry.
Wait, why would you want to bring Lapras against... Oh, right. I forgot water along with ice. Sorry, guys, it's late.
Realistically, though, Altaria doesn't do a terrible job versus Lucario as long as it takes the bait. Or doesn't take
Looking at it, Altaria wins the no shield. It just barely loses the 2 shield, but it gets pretty badly beat in the 1 shield.
Yeah, if it takes that pup bait, it's ridiculous. But versus double Shadow Ball Lucario, it's a 5 HP win for Lucario, so it's really not that bad.
Against who?
Altaria versus Lucario.
Yeah, 2 shields. Okay, Altaria versus Lucario. Lucario only wins with 2 HP left.
Like, I'm so hesitant to say no to Altaria because we've just been burned by that so many times in the past, but it just really seems like this is not the cup for Altaria. But I feel like
at the end of the day, this
now,
is only going to matter like how it answers those 2 things at the end of the day, though. If it's a viable answer to one of the 2, suddenly it might be meta relevant.
I think Altaria has the ability to go through Flygon. Does it have the ability to go through like Flygon and Blaziken?
It definitely beats Flygon. I've played that match quite a bit.
And then Blaziken would be double weak to flying.
No,
It doesn't
Yeah.
what?
need a shield.
No,
or
just
a-
one single weak.
Are we assuming that Flygon is running Mudshot instead of Dragon Tail?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah, it
absolutely.
needs it for Basti and.
Yeah, you need Mudshot.
Yes. So
That's pretty good for HP on Altaria.
I'm pretty sure you just
Technically,
farm
yeah,
Flygon, right? Yeah, you don't even.
yeah, with Mudshot on Flygon, you can literally farm it.
You can farm
Altaria-
Blaziken too. You gotta shield the.
Does
Zoned.
Flygon get a Dragon Claw off though? So I imagine you're left with like 40% HP.
Absolutely.
But it
so
can
in
still
the-
go through.
Okay, so in the 2 shield scenario, if you shield both Dragon Claws, Altaria wins with 124 HP left.
Good God.
Yeah, but
That's a lot of energy too.
In the 0
With
shield,
that amount of energy,
yeah,
Strikes again.
in the
I think
0
it still
shield,
loses to
it
Basti,
wins with
though, at that
72
point.
HP left.
No, Basti
if it
is
wins
not a
against the
fun
other
match.
dragon types, I might consider it. Like if it wins against Shogun, if it wins against Dragonair, if it wins against.
Dragonair, I would say yes. Shelgon, not so much.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree with
I mean,
that.
I think the discussion started from things that beat Bastiodon and Lucario. And then the discussion moved on to things that beat those things outside of Bastiodon and Lucario.
Here's the thing: Altaria with 100 energy loses to Bastiodon, and Bastiodon has 104 HP left.
That's not surprising.
Wait,
Basti
how many,
takes 2 shields to do that, but it's 104 HP left on Basti.
Yeah, like for those of you guys that have scrimmed with me, like I normally don't switch out on the lead. Altaria versus Bastiodon is an instant switch out. It's just not even a question.
Yep.
It's
If
so
Basti
bad.
takes all 3 sky attacks, it's 84 HP left.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only double resisted.
Double resisted.
You only get a triple resistance if something has an immunity tier plus a resistance.
How many immunities are out there? Ground to electric.
Ghost and normal.
Well, yeah, Gengar is a triple.
Yeah,
fighting too.
Steel
Ghost
to
and normal.
poison. Yeah.
Ghost to fight or fighting and ghost. Flying and ground. Well, no, only normal
Psychic
goes
to
to each
dark.
other. Oh yeah, psychic to dark.
Tarsana has a good point. You don't even need Altaria in this cup because you have Lapras to get rid of the fly. Oh, well, Lapras is weak to fighting, or Altaria is not.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they're alternate matchups. Like Altaria is better against Lucario, while Lapras is better against Bastiodon.
What about cleaning up? I'm talking about like cleaning up the fringe picks, like cleaning up Infernape, cleaning up Blaziken, cleaning up
everything outside.
Well, Altaria
Flygon.
definitely did those great. But actually, Lapras would do those. Oh, wait, no. Lapras has a fighting issue. Blaziken, Infernape would have something to do there. And also,
Is there
Altaria
any-
does better against Lucario, whereas you're assuming you have the Lucario to do better against their Bastiodon. So I feel like of the ones that have those two slightly better against either, I would lean towards the one that does slightly better against Lucario. Because he has fewer answers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
One thing I
Lucario has
noticed.
hard counters though. Alolan Marowak is just. Lucario really can't do much unless it gets a shield through.
One thing I noticed. One thing in the Lucario mirror match, it's actually really important to have 108 or 109 HP, because with one power up punch and then the next counter, they hit 107. So if you have 108 or 109, which are like the two best, you have 1 or 2 HP left. So if you have 107, you're going out before the other one. So before evolving a Lucario, it is very important to make sure it has 108 or 109.
Well, but that also depends on your defense, right? Because counter being so much damage per hit can hit breakpoints pretty easily, right?
Potentially. But with the ideal one that's at 109, but potentially it could go up.
What is the ideal? Just 0, 15, 15?
I think it's what PB Poke has. I don't know what it is.
Or check the. I'm pretty sure we have a website for this.
Yeah, we have the one that actually does this stuff.
All right, guys, I gotta get to bed. You guys have fun.
Oh shit!
Hey,
Zach,
yeah,
I'll
same
see-
here. Y'all have fun. Thank you.
All right, I'm out. Night, guys.
Night, y'all.
Peace.
I'm gonna mute myself real quick, grab a snack, come back and see who's left. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me half a sec. Grab a snack. Be right back.
You know, it kind of begs a question: is like, how much discussion do they really have when figuring this? You know, these metas out and like deciding all the types. It just does kind of feel like they said, "Oh, Game of Thrones is in April. Let's do the types for Game of Thrones."
That feels like exactly what they did, yeah.
I mean, unless we have some kind of major blind spot, right? But or maybe they were thinking it's like, oh, like nobody's gonna have a Bastiodon yet, you know, like no way. It's like so much of a grind. But Jesus.
I have to say,
it doesn't-
Twilight, I think, was the best, most balanced cup they've had so far.
For sure, by a long shot.
I don't know. I feel like
Or like a Magneton or a Melmetal or a Steelix in there.
Okay, it looks like the 115-15 ideal one does go down. Does go down in damage, so the 107 might not be as important. So probably ignore that.
For Riolu, you're saying, or
for Lucario mirror match.
Lucario, yeah.
I'll go with, yeah. It'll probably be. I'd say it's probably still good to have it if you can, but having a really low HP on Lucario might not be the best idea in the mirror match. But if it's the only one, obviously, still go for it.
I mean,
honestly, in the mirror, like the IVs,
HP, it's gonna get killed by the next Pokemon.
Yeah, but then you have switch advantage.
Yeah, in experience, I think it's the low ranking generally. Okay, so this is just a general statement. It's not like it's not going to apply to every situation, but the low ranks, because they tend to have high attack, tend to do better in the mirror match versus the high ranks tend to do better like overall against everything else because they tend to have higher bulk.
Mm-hmm.
But in the mirror, you just want to do a whole lot of damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just how it's tend to play out. But I don't think IVs are going to make a big difference here. Like the typings are the thing that's really driving this down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't think Lucario IVs are important. If you can get one that's close to 1500.
Period. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I have 2 of those that are possible.
Throw in that the Alolan Marowak or the other Blaziken.
I would absolutely
or
bring
Infernape.
Marowak here.
Against which
I
one?
would say
Which team?
Bastiodon, Lucario. I'd say the only team that he has a shot at beating is its mirror, and then
And I'm still not totally discounting Froslass here because although it's not like it does awesome against Bastiodon, it's okay against Lucario, isn't it? Thanks to counter.
It loses the 0 shield. It loses the no shield, but it wins with any shields.
Yeah, so.
But then you're gonna lose to Lucario counters.
Yeah.
Like
but at least you can throw off a Shadow Ball, get the shield off, or just, do a lot of damage.
The problem is it's weak to Lucario's Shadow.
I'm sorry. Sorry, two people were talking at once there. So you were saying what?
I was saying the problem is it's weak to Lucario's own Shadow Ball.
Yeah, definitely. But doesn't it charge faster?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
So suppose you lead.
Lucario has time to get a power-up punch off and then hit it with another Shadow Ball.
Really? Before? Oh yeah, but that's stupid. You wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't do that, right?
I mean, yeah, against. I don't know. It'll come down to what you end up shielding. If you manage to shield the Shadow Ball, you might win. If you end up accidentally shielding a power-up punch, you're definitely gonna lose.
Oh, here's a good point. Polymer's up says, Frost's last matchup is another good point for an Infernape or Blaziken. Infernape just wins. So.
That's true.
But man, like, that's just where it gets into the anti-meta, right? So, Lucario just seems like a safer lead just because it counters Bastiodon and it's like between him and Bastiodon, like those are the most impressive types, right? So you want to definitely have something that Stone Cold beats Lucario in the lead, and if they switch, just have something to counter switch to if necessary.
I feel like I wouldn't want to lead with Lucario though, just because you want to save it for the Bastiodon matchup.
But there's other counters to Bastiodon, and there's not that many counters to Lucario.
You can use your Flygon for Bastiodon.
Yeah, but what about leading with Blaziken? Like, sure, it's not going to burn shields, but it'll definitely beat the Lucario.
No, you can. But if you lead with Blaziken, then you might not do so hot if you're, for example, up against, what was it, Bastiodon? It doesn't beat Bastiodon, does it? I don't remember. Oh, it beats Bastiodon.
I'm not sold on leading with Blaziken. I mean, maybe if you led with Blaziken and then switched out for later in the match and like uses charge moves at the very end type of thing. It's just his charge moves are so costly. Like he's packing what? Focus Blast and
overheat. I'm not talking about shield burning. I'm just talking about the fact that it can definitely beat either Bastiodon or Lucario. Or if you want to go into the other discussion, you can discuss Alolan Marowak. Say if you open with Alolan Marowak, it can actually burn some shield, and it can still win if it uses a shield or two.
Does it? And it beats Blaziken as well, right? Because it resists the counter.
Absolutely.
Double resist the counter. So I think I'd choose Alolan Marowak over Blaziken.
And funny enough, you want to bring Rock Smash on Alolan Marowak. Yeah, I mean, PB Poke sets Hex at 88.8%, and
like
no.
So Alolan Marowak with Noble Blaziken.
Yeah, just because Alolan Marowak doesn't get countered as hard as Blaziken, and it can get off some charge.
Then yeah, I will lead with Alolan Marowak.
Right, but then if you Alolan Marowak lead becoming a thing, then that throws in stuff like leading Flygon, or I don't know, probably leading Lapras, or.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I think maybe this meta is a little more complex than we're giving it credit for.
I mean, it's a little more complex, but we've only opened it up to like 6 Pokemon. You know.
Okay, so let me ask you guys this: you're saying it's more complex, right? My argument is this: can you win a Bastiodon Lucario team without those two reliably? Yeah.
if you ran like Alolan Doug trio,
you'd have to run a really imbalanced team, and then you completely steamrolled by something else.
Yeah.
I think you could probably do it without Bastiodon, but I think you need Lucario.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, I assume at least most people have one at this point. It's just
I'm checking my IVs now.
What, Lucario? You think most people have a Riolu or Bastiodon? I don't think so, man. I think it's about pretty close.
Oh my gosh. Riolu is
Depends
almost...
how many people got it from Adventure Sync when that.
So
when
like
it was, a common hatch
that's
from there.
true too. Yeah, that's what it was. I got a few of mine from Adventure Sync.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be all anecdotal, but I'll say this: you know, I'm scrim buddies with a lot of people on this server, and a lot of them have Shieldon as a buddy.
As a buddy,
like for to walk it, and not so many have Riolu, so. I don't know.
You need a good IV shield on, but you don't need a good IV Riolu, is my point.
You need a bad IV Riolu.
Yeah.
Mine's 12, 14, 15. Is that? I don't think that
for
makes
Riolu?
it.
No, that's probably too high.
Oh. Because mine's 15, 10, 10, and it reaches 14.99. Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
I have one that goes to like 14.92.
Wait, is yours traded or hatched? Well, don't transfer it. Use it to swap it with someone else.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Just rage quit. Just leave.
Yeah, my best one
delete
is
your
13, 11.
Delete your account, start all over again, basically.
And the Blaziken we're talking about, is that assuming non-legacy? Because it's so hard to get?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, legacy helps just because Stone Edge charges faster than any of its moves. But it's not required.
Okay. Just double checking.
It's not even not required. It's like not even close to required. It's not even like that favorable.
It's like really, for what you want to use Blaziken for, it's really not necessary.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like, I guess the odds of someone that traded for a Stone Edge Blaziken are someone probably nerdy enough to care about PvP. But other than like
under
other than
1500.
like a late,
it has to be under the cap.
It has to be under the cap. It has to be a Stone Edge Blaziken, and it's got to be someone that it's
actually going to use it, yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's very unlikely, but the kind of nerds that are playing PvP Pokemon, are the kind of guys that are looking for that stuff. So
maybe watch out for it at GoFest, but not before then.
Well, yeah, like I went to GoFest, the most recent GoFest, with a friend of mine, and we were walking around town, and he went around shouting $100 for a Stone Edge Blaziken, like that was his thing. It was just for that.
Oh my gosh, no. Money for Pokemon. Just no.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's like well before PvP even was a thing, so. That's what he did. Running through the streets of Chicago, yelling $100 for a Stone Age Blaziken. And he still didn't get one. It's pretty funny. Well, there was a post on Reddit not too long ago where someone offered a Stone Age Blaziken in exchange for whoever got him his first lucky Shadow Ball Mewtwo. So it was kind of like there was some luck involved in it. So.
My only luck, my only Shadow Ball Mewtwo is lucky.
It was a local thing. He just posted about it on Reddit. Yeah. So, anybody that was interested. So, I don't know. So, like, that's the kind of trades that are going for Stone Age Blaziken. But even then, it doesn't seem like it's worth it, luckily, right? I mean, can you imagine if, like, that was the meta-relevant thing to revolve around? Jesus.
Yeah, that would be cancer.
That would be the worst.
Oh, man.
The one or two people who had it would just dominate.
If they were even cared about PvP.
Yeah.
And if they were even good. Like, that's like another thing.
True.
So, I don't think we have to worry about that one.
Yeah, but normal cup's just going to be Vigoroth.
Yeah, normal cup's going to be Vigoroth. Someone said it. Munchlax does it have access to a fighting fast move?
Nope.
No.
Doesn't Ursaring have counter?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's going to be Vigoroth, Ursaring, and Kangaskhan with Power Punch.
Yeah, but it's not just going to be normal. It's not going to be just normal types. It's going to be like normal Ghost or something, like. Yeah, and Munchlax gets a lick.
But then
so.
Linooden also ends up getting walled by other normal types if it uses Shadow Claw.
Yeah.
So that would be a balanced cup, unlike this one. At least for now.
Anyways, back to this cup. I mean, it seems like we've settled on 6 Pokemon that are strong. It's I don't know. There's just not a lot of viability in this cup, and I don't like it.
No, I agree completely.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Bastiodon and Lucario are musts. Flygon is a should. Blaziken is a definite should.
Alolan Marowak along with Blaziken.
Alolan Marowak is a should, and then your last should be like Lapras or Lapras.
Maybe Altaria. Maybe.
To keep those water type, or to keep those flying types in check. Or fire types, excuse me. Good God. But even then, you're weak to Shieldon and Lucario, so.
So someone asked thoughts on Alolan Executor.
What does that bring to the table?
Good for?
Yeah.
Probably nothing.
What is it good for? Absolutely.
Dragon Tail, Bullet Seed, Seed Bomb, Dragon Pulse, Solar Beam. Doesn't counter anything.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't
very
resist.
much doubt that it beats Bastiodon.
It takes neutral from Basti. Rock is neutral.
What it isn't?
No, grass resists ground. Grass resists ground, not rock.
Grass resist water. Or grass does not resist rock. Sorry.
It's all good.
So yeah,
it gets
it's taking...
annihilated by Bastiodon.
I don't forgive you.
Yeah, it just doesn't really do anything. And if you want it as a dragon type, there's other better dragon types I'd rather run. Altaria or Dragonair or Flygon.
Yeah, maybe we need to look at more fringe stuff, like, because I've been looking at counter, and there's really just not anything besides Lucario and Blaziken that runs counter, right? But maybe something runs Rock Smash or something like that.
Yeah, I think we've kind of gotten as far as we can right now, and now we just need to kind of
battle it out.
Look at the Sims a little more and start documenting it, and maybe finding some of those fringe picks that can counter a few of the top options.
There's just not many though.
So, Rock Smash, the only stuff that runs Rock Smash, Alolan Marowak, Camerupt.
Oh god.
Or Monferno? Yeah, Monferno is up there. But
Infernape is in there. Monferno. Regice.
What?
Registeel.
Regice is gonna get raped by both Bastiodon and Lucario.
Hey.
Registeel maybe.
It's not a nice word.
Sorry.
And Spheal.
Spheal?
Spheal. Yeah, I'm bringing my Spheal, you guys.
Spheal meta, guys.
Heck no.
Yeah, so basically the guys that we've been talking about already. That's rough.
Yeah, it's. I think we found like 6 Pokemon that work, and then outside of that, it's like, oof.
Because there's no really awesome ground type fast moves, other than Mudshot, right?
Mudshot on Flygon, right?
Mudshot is just higher energy, but it doesn't really do like a lot of damage, like counter, say, for example, right?
I think so.
Interestingly enough, if they added ground type to this, Donphan would probably be a very good pick.
Yeah. It seems like Ice was a pretty lazy pick. Ground would have been better than Ice in this tournament.
They chose Game of Thrones.
Well, yeah. Right.
But yeah,
that's what it is.
Ground would have made a much more balanced meta.
I mean, Ice gives us like maybe Lapras, maybe Frostlass, but yeah, it doesn't give much.
But also, Ground would have been the 3rd time that they chosen Ground.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
And again, it's just gonna get destroyed by the main poke. Ice just has too many weaknesses in this map.
In every meta, pretty much.
Looking through my Dratini, they're all pretty old, and I can't find anything that's HP weighted.
I think I saw that I had a pretty good shiny Dragonair.
Oh, here's one. Just outclassed by. Is it just outclassed by Flygon? Does it lose? Does it beat or lose to Flygon? Yeah, run Dragonair against Flygon, because I think the Dragon Breath can take it out, because it's.
Dragonair wins against Mudshot Flygon. Yeah. It's a tie with 0 shields, but otherwise, yeah. Yeah, Dragonair might be an interesting fringe pick, but if you're going Dragon, you might as well just take Altair. That's true. Actually, Dragonair can win the 1 shield against Bastiodon.
How does it do against Lucario? I assume it loses
Pretty terrible.
because it's resisted. Yeah.
Wait, but does I'm assuming Dragonair beats like the Blaziken and Infernape, right?
Should.
And Alolan Marowak.
Let's see.
Yeah, because it's got a Dragon Breath into Surf.
And you said it beats.
No, it's not Surf. It's Aquatail.
Aquatail, yeah.
And you said it.
Yeah, definitely. It beats Blaziken too.
Right. So that's an.
And it beats Flygon.
Yeah.
So I put Dragonair on my 6.
The only thing is, I mean, yeah. It's just fodder for Lucario.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're considering Dragonair versus Flygon, Flygon at least does some damage to Lucario.
Wait, does Dragonair beat Altaria too?
I don't think so. I would have heard about it by now.
Yeah.
Altaria is too bulky. Man, it's kind of disappointing. It feels like pretty much solved within like a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really. We've wrecked our brains pretty hard against Bastiodon and Lucario, and there's nothing really like super convincing against both of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unlike like Tropius, for example, like it could be pretty much substituted by Abomasnow. Could anything really be substituted by Bastiodon?
No.
I mean, Magneton sort of does a similar role, but because of its electric moves, it really does have a different role.
I'd say Bastiodon and Magneton are way opposite ends of the spectrum. Bastiodon is bulk all the way.
What I'm saying is Bastiodon does feel a similar in the freestyle league.
Oh, in the freestyle league?
Yeah, so if you pair it up with like a dragon and fairy, it does have that similar role. It has the steel typing. It has similar resistances and it has similar matchups. But the thing is, like Magneton is so glassy versus Bastiodon being really, really bulky, and Rock type seems to be a more well-rounded typing for it. So.
I'm just really surprised to see that Mudshot and Mudslap are the only 2 ground quick moves. Didn't realize that until now.
Yeah. It seems like that's something that's missing. Like it's a really good ground type fast move.
Hidden power, but that's
well, yeah. But does anything? Actually, nothing that learns hidden power even is eligible, right?
Let's check.
I'll look that up.
Oh
yeah.
You would need to get really lucky to get that in a trade.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh,
Ho-Oh versus Bastiodon is GG. GG.
That's double weak to Rock. That's not going to solve anything.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, so Ho-Oh.
But it could probably be.
That's it.
Yep.
Honestly, if someone brought Togekiss to the cup, I wouldn't even report them.
I was actually thinking for Tempest that Luxray was pretty scary, but you need a 5/5/5 or lower to actually be able to use it.
Nah, Luxray isn't that good. Not for Tempest, anyway.
I mean, just the hidden power, like it's not going to counter much, but you can tailor it to specifically counter something.
Would a ground hidden power, whatever Pokemon we're talking about, would it do well?
Ho-Oh.
No.
The other one. The other one, Luxray.
Luxray?
Yeah, ground hidden power.
Or in Tempest?
Oh, that doesn't even
It's
qualify.
electric type.
Yeah, only Ho-Oh
It's Jinx
qualifies.
evolution.
Only Ho-Oh qualifies for the Game of Thrones Cup. Because that's what we're calling it. Honestly, any post we make about it, even our meta-analysis, is just basically going to be a large picture of Lucario and Bastiodon beating each other up. It should just be Game of Thrones, like a picture of Daenerys in the background.
Daenerys with Lucario's face on it?
And like Altaria crying or something, I don't know.
Oh yeah, let's draw a little meta picture.
Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more time for that one, just so things flesh out. But it definitely is looking. Oh, whatever.
Ha! I was just scrolling through Facebook and a Facebook group I'm on for Pogo. Someone's looking for a sub 1500 Blaziken with Stone Edge.
Yeah, good luck.
Wow. Good luck, buddy.
You can't. That's one thing that you can't be picky about. You just gotta ask for a Blaziken period with Stone Edge. But even then, it's not going to be that much of an advantage.
Start looking at my Torchics.
I know. I found a good Torchic. It'll work.
I have one that might be a 0, 13, 15.
And I have a Flygon that works, and I just need a Dragonair. So a Dragonair, Flygon, AWAC,
Blaziken,
and then Lucario Bast.
I feel like the only one that can be swapped out in that whole meta is Flygon, and only for like Altaria or Dragonair.
Oh heck no! But then you lose more viability against Bastiodon, and I can't.
I suppose you could take Steelix. That would be another option. It doesn't do as well against Lucario.
Well, yeah, it's risky, especially because you have Lucario and Blaziken and Fernape and Lapras even. It's not a great place for Steelix to be. It doesn't really wall it though because of Flamethrower. And because of resisted Dragon Tail with Basti's massive defense stat. You're doing like no damage with your fast move. So you're relying on Crunch and Earthquake to do any damage.
Not good.
Alright, well I think that's kind of as far as we can get for now. We're just kind of going in circles at this point.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Alright, thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Yeah. We'll do some team reviews. Yeah. We'll definitely do some team reviews for Tempest soon. And then we'll actually... Yeah, and I think at some point we'll probably do a private Kingdom analysis stream and then just post it as audio afterwards.
Yeah.
Once we've fleshed out a few things, and then do another public live stream at some point in the future.
And the other thing that we were talking about is potentially at some point doing a joint live stream with Zionic.
That would be cool.